Happy New Year, everybody. We say one is lucky when opportunity meets preparation. But when lack of preparation meets reality, you can say it's bad luck, not be me talking. May your Rolls Royce not turn to Corolla in 2025. Happy New Year, everybody, once again. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his media chat with some selected renowned journalists in December 2024, while praising some of his administration's economic policy, stated that his friends who once had a 5 Rolls Royce now drives a Corolla because of the cost of fuel. As you know, he was invariably liking the policy to wealth redistribution. But the irony is that the president, senate president, vice president, governors, and government officials, their motorcade comprising of imported vehicles, they long every day, which means despite the poverty and the removal of subsidy, we end up subsidizing government unreasonable expenses. Wow. So since the president's friends with 5 Rolls Royce is now driving a Corolla, I'm sorry for those of us with small money, whenever people pay school fees for January, we may end up dropping our Corolla and even start riding keke. Well, I pray for you this year, may your Rolls Royce not turn to Corolla in 2025. Amen, somebody. Once the president thought he was praising his economic policies, for me, in actual sense, he was actually demarketing his administration. Because someone who had 5 Rolls Royces before the President Tinubu's administration, but is now driving Corolla under Tinubu's administration, despite the wastages in government, was probably blessed by Nigeria until Tinubu happened to him. I know you agree with me. Tell me which investor would like put money for economy where church pastors with no factory anywhere are buying Rolls Royce to celebrate the birthday of Papa Oyedepo of Winners Chapel, while a businessman with 5 Rolls Royce end up driving a Corolla. Who go put money for that kind of economy? If I say may Tinubu not happen to you or your business this year, APC members go to quarrel. So I say may your Rolls Royce not be turned to a Corolla in 2025. Or may Tinubu's friend not be your lot in this season. Amen, somebody. In a country where we know the benefit of being a president's friend, so please permit me to ask the president, why won't your friends with Rolls Royce end up driving Corolla when ordinary jobs that Nigerians can do are taken away from them and given to foreigners, who in turn take this profit away from the country? Take the case of the dredging of most of our water channels, Warri Channel, Bonny Channel, Calabar Channel, even Lagos Channel. Despite the fact that Nigerian companies have capacity to do these jobs, they are awarded to foreign companies, including some of the foreign companies that were convicted in Switzerland for previously bribing officials of Nigerian Port Authority. So, Mr. President, your friend didn't end up driving Corolla from Rolls Royce because of fuel prices, but because of inability of our government or your government to provide an enabling environment, fight insecurity, and domicile some of the jobs in country, which eventually enhances further availability for business in Nigeria. Because no matter the funds, if your friend is doing well, certainly he will be able to afford the fuel. Secondly, forget the back and forth between former President Obasanjo and NNPC about the workability or non-workability of Warri Refinery. The fact remains that the inability of our refinery to work, despite repeatedly pumping billions of dollars into it and promising Nigeria of its workability, makes people ride Corolla from Rolls Royce. It's clear. Thirdly, how have we also encouraged local manufacturing of our basic consumables to enable us domicile funds in country? If I talk about exportation to enable us earn forests, apart from oil, someone will remind me that now who feed produce for local consumption, go even feed produce for exports. Yet our presidents believe that his friends moved from driving a Rolls Royce to Corolla because of fuel prices. Anyway, President, no pass me. But my own prayer is that may Tinubu's friends, Rolls Royce friend, not be your lot in 2025. Amen, somebody. Fourthly, what is government policy on qualitative education? And what resources are available to encourage the creation of cottage production industries that will in turn reduce youth unemployment and migration, apart from Yahoo. Anyway, sorry. The president says it is fuel subsidy that will solve all our problems. And I say amen. Also, year in, year out, successive government keep mounting agriculture. So how well has the government created opportunities, collaborative synergies for off-takers, and combating insecurity to enhance return to farm and encourage food processing to fight food security and poverty, which in turn will reduce cost of importation of food items and reduce hunger so that people will end up not selling their Rolls Royce to buy Corolla. Well, make we dey play, because with this kind of mindset, if care is not taken, more people might end up selling even that Corolla to buy bicycle. Maybe then government will even say it is progress. After all, people they ride bicycle for Europe and America and Canada to reduce global warming and emission. For here, everything na government gain. If I continue, the list is endless. We no go live here. Just add your own. But I dare say, why poverty is not peculiar to our country alone. I wish the government would sit down and take statistics of the companies that folded up from Nigeria in 2024 alone. Why some people were debating whether it was Tinubu that happened to those companies. The president himself came out to confirm that he actually happened to them. That, his policy reduced a 5 Rolls Royce owner to a Corolla driver. With that, definitely, your guess is as good as mine. So, but if I may ask, how many people in government who drive Rolls Royce today, or who are driving Rolls Royce, are now driving Corolla? Rather, we have a lot of people who were driving Corolla before they went into government, but are today driving Rolls Royce, a year and a half into government. Please don't ask me to name names, because you and I, we know the people. We see the flamboyance in government. So my prayer for Nigerians in 2025 is that may your Corolla be turned to Rolls Royce. Amen, somebody. I know they will shout amen. We like that kind of prayer. So I will therefore advocate President Tinubu and his government should learn to provide alternative before taking certain decisions that will impact negatively on the people this 2025. Government should enhance local governance to create competitive and enabling environment for businesses to thrive, as every local poverty can only be solved using local resources, production, and empowerment. They should also help diversify the economy from import dependency to local production at the local level, agro-processing and export centers. That way, no matter the policy government will have enough to not cushion the effect of the hardship alone, but will also be able to provide alternative instead of just sharing palliative that never get to those people that it is meant for. Government also, as a matter of urgency, should shed weight and reduce costs while plunging leakages and then applying the resources into critical sectors like education, mechanized farming, public transportation, and utility to help drive down costs of production, which will subsequently make us a productive hub as against this consumption dump site that we have become. Anyway, this is a new year. Let me not bore you with plenty grammar and long details, because everything I am saying here, those in government already know. But I yet do not fathom the reason why they don't do this thing. But however, feel free to share your thoughts with us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. For if you understand what it means to fall from 5 Rolls Royce to a Corolla, you will know that there's fire on the land and not just on the mountain. See you next week.
But then, he runs for president, in 2023. And then now, he didn't win. He's sulking rather than actually get a perspective and, figure out what he did to lose so he can do better in the future. He would think that he can bring down the government by simply, being maliciously deceptive. That is wrong. I'm not somebody to, to go on that offensive in that manner. But Mr. B has crossed the line so many times. And I think that at this point, he has coming to him whatever he gets, he needs to manage it.
This guy just made a direct threat to the life of P2B. He's talking about crossing lines. Which lines is he talking about? He's not done half, not even 10% of what they did in 2012, in 2013, 2014, and leading to the 2015 presidential election. They said all things unspeakable, but no one attacked them. Now they want to criminalize protests. They want to criminalize even criticizing them. It's not possible. P2B not only criticized them with data in that New Year press conference, he outlined how Nigeria's economy was before they came to power, even before Tinubu came to power, not to talk of Buhari's administration. He outlined everything and even went as far as doing what they always ask from opposition. When you criticize them, they always say, please don't just continue criticizing, proffer solutions. They want you, an opposition member, to give them what is called expo, to tell them how to do the job, why they are in power. They don't know that they are showing their incompetence. When you are in power, you can't solve the numerous problems. Rather, you create all the problems. You want someone that is not in power to give you the solution to the problem so that you can solve it while you maintain that position in power. It's not possible. You can't eat your cake and have it. If you know you can't do the job, get out of there so that people who have the ideas and know how to implement can do the job. That's how it works. They don't know that this is where Nigerians will draw the line for them. You can't do the job. You won't allow others to point out the errors you're making, which is the job of the opposition. It is not obligatory for opposition members to tell you how to do the job. They will only point out what you are doing wrong. Yes, that's why they are called the opposition. It's a contest. Politics is a contest. You expect people who are in an opposition party to tell you exactly how to do the job. So that means they will never get to power themselves. They don't know how to do the job. They won't allow people, they won't tolerate people to criticize them and tell them what they are doing wrong. And they still want to maintain that power. You can't eat your cake and have it. You can't block the road and refuse to give way and also refuse others from passing. It's not possible. In Peter Obi's New Year press conference, he made a lot of suggestions to Tinubu. He told him specifically about the health sector that he should try as much as possible to take one of his medical vacations in Nigeria instead of always running to France. In the last 18 months or 19 months thereabouts, he's been in power. He has spent about 6 months abroad. So imagine how Nigeria's economy would have benefited if he took all his vacations in Nigeria, all his medical vacations and treatments. All the hundreds, if not thousands of politicians and other businessmen that always go to that country he's visiting, if they visited him in a state in Nigeria, imagine how that state will benefit. Imagine how the local economy will benefit from their tourism. So these are the facts. You cannot be telling Nigerians to tighten their belts and wait for the day that all the failed policies will materialize while you're busy traveling around the world, having vacations in Paris, in all the choice cities abroad, where their local economies will benefit from the money that Nigerians pay you. Yes, all the money he spends is from the Nigerian treasury. So the truth is, they realize that Peter Obi is not the type that is very violent or the types like Tinubu himself. If you watch all the videos where Tinubu and APC members, when they were still in opposition, how they were using all sorts of words to describe Jonathan and PDP members at the time, you find out that Peter Obi is the gentle type. That's why they are taking this advantage. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't because of Peter Obi's behavior or his attitude to many issues in life, Nigerians would have protested even the day he was declared the winner. Yes, but it's because he's the quiet type. He doesn't like violence. He said it clearly that no matter his decision, no matter his ambition, he doesn't want blood to be shed. Unlike them, if you remember when Buhari was still contesting election in 2011 and prior to that, how many people they killed for nothing just because he didn't win the election? Not that he won or that the election was stolen from him. He didn't win. He only won in the north. And the northern votes alone can never make anyone a president. It doesn't work that way. Buhari is a huge example. The time he had a chunk of votes from the south, that's from the southwest of Nigeria, that was the time he won the election in 2015 against Goodluck Jonathan. So this is the reality. They don't know that these threats they are making against Peter Obi right now shows more about them. It tells Nigerians their attitude, not just trying to expose Peter Obi, but it's showing that they are intolerant, they are incompetent. A lot of things about them are being shown. But this is where, like I already said, this is where Nigerians will draw the line with them. A peaceful man that they said didn't win an election, but all the time they are talking about him, they are trying to smear his character, they've done everything, and this man has been going around quietly. There are few Nigerians who can behave this same way. We all know how Abiola ended. Abiola challenged the military because they annulled his election, and we know how he ended up. Peter Obi took it like a man and just went home and started doing his charity work. Over the past year alone, he has donated close to 1 billion naira to charity alone, helping Nigerians. Before making this New Year speech, he visited the IDP camp in Abuja. You know, all the charity work he has been doing, all the massive donations to education. To them, it's all about stealing, acquiring money, and bragging, throwing it to Nigerian people's faces that, hey, we have this money, We won't allow you to get to power. We'll do everything to crush you. So that's why people should stop listening to people that are spreading their narrative to discourage people from coming out to vote. Yes, you know that these people have power now. They are in power. They are controlling the police, the army, so they can use them to oppress you like they're already doing. They are arresting anyone that criticizes them, like the lady, Olamide Thomas, who is in detention in Abuja. It's not clear if she has been released by the court or granted bail simply because she criticized Tinubu's son, someone that is not even in power. So all they are doing is exposing their character to the world.
Is that you dedicate 20% of 2025, roughly 72 days, to visit each of the 36 states for 2 days each.
The movement has expressed concern over the recent comments made by the APC National Publicity Secretary, Felix Morka, during his weekend appearance on Arise News, stating that the Labour Party leader Peter Obi has crossed the line on national issues so many times and that whatever he gets, he should manage it. Spokesperson of the Obedient Movement, Dr. Eunice Atanko, says the movement considers it a direct threat to Obi's life and a dangerous signal that Nigeria is ascending into authoritarianism under the current APC administration. Well, also in a statement on his X account, Peter Obi said, quote, "We are increasingly transforming into an authoritarian and repressive regime where freedom of expression is being systematically suppressed," end quote. But the All Progressives Congress, in a reply on its X account, says the statement was being misconstrued. The APC wrote, quote, "After losing the argument, typical obedience have resorted to spreading false and malicious information." This was what Morka said on Arise this week. Take a look.
Shooting from the hip. He's not looking, he's not taking an aim. He just, shoots widely like, what we used to see in movies back in the day, in the Wild Wild West. He is not being rational. He's absolutely irrational in his thinking and in his public commentary for a man who was governor for 8 years, who left nothing to remember in Anambra State by way of a legacy or transformation. But all of a sudden, he served as governor 8 years. He didn't have the wisdom or the smarts to change Anambra State, to make Anambra the beacon, that example of, governance in the country. But then, he runs for president, in 2023. And then now, he didn't win. He's sulking rather than actually get a perspective and, figure out what he did to lose so he can do better in the future. He would think that he can bring down the government by simply, being maliciously deceptive. That is wrong. I'm not somebody to, to go on that offensive in that manner. But Mr. Obi has crossed the line so many times, and I think that at this point, he has coming to him whatever he gets. He needs to manage it.
Well, joining us now is Honorable Ikenna Azomchine, former Labour Party governorship aspirant, Anambra State. Thanks for joining us on Newsnight. Let's start with what we've just heard. You're here with me in the studio, Felix Morka's remarks that Peter Obi crossed the line and should manage whatever comes his way. I just wanted to get your thoughts on how you interpret such language and how what this signals about the political climate we see right now in Nigeria.
Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, Obedience. First of all, I think Mr. Morka is playing a script. He's possibly trying to impress his masters because he was talking about Peter Obi's achievement in Anambra State. I think he has to go back and read properly before, tempering to address Peter Obi's performance in Anambra State. But first of all, we have to warn Mr. Morka, or whatever he calls himself.
Felix Morka.
Prince Morka. Obedience are very patient people. We are wounded in 2023 and we accepted it, and we kind of accepted our principles' plea for us to be calm. But let him be warned that anarchy is at the corner. By the time he starts to threaten Peter Obi, he has no right to come and speak the way he's speaking. Peter Obi is a decent man. In fact, Obedience are angry with Peter Obi.
Okay. Let's talk about what Peter Obi has said, right? He's expressing concerns about Nigeria transforming into what he calls an authoritarian and repressive regime. Do you share his view?
Well, Peter Obi as an opposition leader, you're not expecting Peter Obi to come and, say hallelujah songs to the government. The government is practically not doing what it promised the Nigerian people. And there has to be someone speaking here. In civilized countries, they face themselves and they spill all these things face to face. Is it because our democracy is for dragging? You should be able to accept criticism. And I have not seen anything Peter Obi has said that is too bitter for anyone to accommodate. Peter Obi has done a fantastic job of being an opposition with concern about the Nigerian people. We are calling on the APC government to call Prince Morka to order. He has to withdraw his statement. In fact, he should be arrested for calling, threatening the opposition that he has crossed. Which line did he cross? We are telling the government what they ought to do for the Nigerian people to live. People are dying of stampede. People are hungry. The transportation system is not working. Bad roads everywhere. The hospitals have no equipment. So what else do you expect Mr. Peter Obi to say? We are even not happy. The obedience are not happy with Peter Obi that is not doing enough. And we are telling Felix Morka.
So what do the obedience expect Mr. Peter Obi to be doing?
What we expect him to do now is exactly what he's doing now, pointing those areas where the government should pay attention for Nigerian people to be able to breathe. And that's why we find it absurd that someone, I think he needs a position in the APC. I think someone should go and ask him what his problems are. How can you say Mr. Peter Obi is crossing the line? When obedience
well, he's the National Publicity Secretary of the APC.
I mean, he should publicize something else, not Peter Obi. Peter Obi is one of the best opposition leaders they can have.
What's your message to the APC and also to the Nigerian public when it comes to fostering a more inclusive and respectful political discourse in Nigeria?
My message to the APC is that like I said earlier, we have obedience in APC, we have obedience in PDP, we have obedience everywhere. We urge them to go directly into what they promised Nigerian people. Those dividends of democracy that they promised Nigerians, we need it now. And they should be fast about it.
Thank you so much, Honorable Ikenna Azonchine, who is a
presidential candidate of the Labour Party 2023 general elections, the Okute won himself. Peter Obi has alleged fears of threat to life from the APC. He said that should anything happen to him, the APC and Bola Tinubu's government should be held responsible. He said that his life and that of his family has been threatened. Before you ask how, I'll allow you to see this video from an apostle of doom himself, a colossal mistake, and a capon of non-entity, Felix Morka, who represent the APC and the ideologies of the party, being a cult-like, gang-like, tout-like, Agbero-like, not even Agbero-like, Agbero in full effect of a political party. See him threatening Peter Obi on live television. Watch.
No. He is the one that's throwing that. Mr. Obi is shooting from the hip. He's not looking, he's not taking an aim. He just, shoots widely like, what we used to see in movies back in the day. He would think that he can bring down the government by simply, being maliciously deceptive. That is wrong. I'm not somebody to, to go on that offensive in that manner. But Mr. Obi has crossed the line so many times. And I think that at this point, he has coming to him whatever he gets, he needs to manage it.
Okay, so that's it. That's Felix Morka, who will never say anything good in his life. Unfortunately, what did Peter Obi say at this point? The only thing he said is Tinubu should stop flying from country to country and now decide to use 2025 to fly from state to state so that he can see the real challenge of the Nigerian people, because there's a superficial, and maybe a deceptive, manipulative. I've come to understand by way of privilege that the Nigerian presidency in the last couple of years, and maybe from Obasanjo era this started, Yaradua Jonathan, there's a not kebab, there's a gang of people that are appointed somehow. I don't know how. They protect the president from getting involved with day-to-day happenings in the country. First, they sieve and ensure that the information that gets to him quite limited, because I don't know what they are protecting. Sometimes also, it was worse with Buhari. They even shut him out against television, against a lot of these things, just so that he's able to be fine. Whatever that's a health condition, I don't know, right? And I know that will continue with Tinubu. Somehow, for a president that wants to, I think it's John C. Maxwell that said, anytime you are walking and there are no followers behind as a leader, you know that you are taking a stroll. You may just not get to understand how these people are feeling. Maybe listening to Femi Gbajabiamila, Wale Edu, Yes Some Weekend, a few of all these guys are your kitchen guys, I may be telling you, I'm sure now that Buhari has left power, he will sit and see that, well, even the village he's from, he will know that there's nothing he has done, maybe apart from the road that Amechi tarred, right? Stupidly tarred from all through to Nigeria Republic. That would have been the only benefit. There is nothing special. Katsina is not in the top 15 states of the country. So there's really nothing special about the state. So there is, and then all this gagging and guiding and sieving and guarding end nowhere. So Peter B said, Papa, you go the waka, go around and feed people, let people talk to you. Unfortunately, and that's the only thing he said. And he said, in this particular era, the era of thinking that opposition has died is not, that there's going to be a serious opposition in 2025. Which, of course, some of us that are followers of Peter B feels that this man is long. Papa, you are not even taking these guys to the cleaners enough. You are still too gentle. Again, the reason some of us cannot come out every day and blast Peter B is because we understand that default is in the minority. Forget the acclimatization of the three major. There are two major tribes in Nigeria. That's Hausa. Okay, there are even three: Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba. There are three major tribes. Forget the one they put in, because by default he's an underprivileged. He's a vulnerable adult. Anything can happen to him. He's Igbo, so anything. It will even be better for a Benin man to have a chance to conversations. I'm not saying about followership. He may be ignored, unlike Peter B. So there's a that's why Kenneth Okoko was a bit disappointed not to have realized this. But again, some people have said that the man should be, if you want the country to work, you're able to sacrifice. Whatever the worst is going to happen is that you're either assassinated or you're in prison. Either of them, as long as you should be ready. We should continue to have more and more Nigerians blood being spilled, so that at least one of these days that could cause the pain for Nigerians to end it all off, if that's anything like that. However, Felix Morka, threw caution to the wind, went on national TV and threatened Peter B and said he has crossed. So, not that he has crossed the line. So, apart from Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the next hero of our democracy in recent times is Peter B. I'm telling you, the advantage that Goodluck Ebele Jonathan has in that ranking is because he was the sitting president. He had the chance to have nullified the 2015 elections, or cancel it, or do anything just so. He would do anything. He has the powers. Whether he was going to go technical or go manual, whatever would have happened, he would have been able to happen. But the man went on to the call to Buhari to congratulate him before INEC official declaration of result was enough to have calmed nerve, and everybody just said, if the president is saying okay, why should we? The next person that have done anything close is Peter B. There are friends of mine, there are followers of mine, there are people that are in my inner circle that can never support or vote Peter B because of the outcome of 2023 election. They knew that the election would be rigged, but the confidence that Peter B would defend the vote. And when it was time for Peter B to tell his followers to be on the street, to demand that INEC do the right thing, because again, let's look at it this way. Except you are daft. There is a clause in INEC procedure that they have a chance to be able to regularize, look into, check, balance, take report and feedback of the elections, and be able to, beyond going to court, because The court was supposed to be the secondary institution that will look into election results. INEC itself has a right and a duty to look into their own results and say, okay, what are you saying? What are you saying? INEC refused. So that 7-day period, as it were, for example, people were expecting the PDP was on the street, but Peter Obi refused to be there because he knew the impact, he knew the threat, he knew how dangerous that would be. Because of course we were already in a system where the government would be deaf and dumb. So he knew that the people and young people were following him. The PDP went.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. I have to stop that video right there from our brother, Mr. Common Sense. Yes, like I stated yesterday, that's another Edo brother right there, Mr. Common Sense, because I've driven through the social media for the past 24, 48 hours now. I've seen 99.9% of Edo people reacting to this threat to Mr. Peter Obi. I wish we can see more tribes who will embrace this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. God bless you all, my people, for joining us this evening. I appreciate you all. Today is Tuesday, 7th January, 2024. Some of you think that this whole matter of Peter Obi is not just normal thing. It's not normal. We could not let things they spoil before now one fight, we could not repair them. No, it's not normal. It's a public threat that we need to be taken very, very, very seriously. I appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Austin Prince. Thank you, Miracle B, Luciano, Dixon Dagbon, Sabovo Okora, Edward Avon, Love Madoka. God bless you all, my people. Grace Homes and Property, Christian CXL. Thank you, Tony Atom. I can see you as well. Blogs, thank you very much, Peter Ife. Thank you, my people. Emmanuel Shooks in the building. Thank you very much. Michael Abba right there with us as well. Arinze Shukuma, thank you very much. God bless you. BTV Nigeria, my brother, you're on duty today. God bless you. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. Manatu Sabi is right there. Positive Mind, thank you. Georgia Fosa Igbenedio, Oege, Promise Edubize, Tony South, Jude King, and many others. Patience Igaruwa, Didier Anthony in the building, Messi Foster with us as well. God bless all. Doris Audio, God bless you all, my people. I'd like us to just move on right now. But before that, I would like us to quickly move on to Edo State now to see what is currently happening right there. As you know that the new Governor Monday Okpebolo is shaking the table left to right, the local government suspension and all that. So there's a lot of questions, answers, debate currently going on this particular one. But I'd like us to take this from here.
The governor wrote a letter to the House of Assembly, premising his letter on Section 10(1) of the Edo State 2000 Local Government Act, saying that the council chairmen were showing signs of gross insubordination, that they were asked to present copies of their financial reports, and after 2 weeks, they have refused to present those financial reports. Based on that, they asked the House of Assembly to look into the matter. Now, Section 10 of that Act talks about dissolution of the councils. The House of Assembly sat on the 17th, and their resolution states that the council chairmen are suspended. The council chairmen, being law-abiding, went to the court to say, we cannot be suspended by the House of Assembly, premising their arguments on the Supreme Court judgment before the 17th of December. And F.A. Ikwawamba, a judge in Edo State High Court 2 in Benin, agreed with the arguments of the council chairman and reinstated them to their different councils. One would have thought that everybody will hold on and obey that court judgment. What happened after that? People were going about at the instruction of the governor across the local governments, chasing people with horsewhips. I'm sure you saw that video. When that didn't work, The next thing was 1 or 2 councillors impeaching a council chairman. Jeffrey, I will say this for the benefit of all Nigerians. Section 19 of the Edo State Local Government Act states the procedure with which you can impeach a council chairman. And it takes a minimum of 9 weeks to do that. These guys are taking 1 councillor, maximum 2 councillors, and impeaching a council chairman within 10 minutes. So for us as a party, we don't believe, you said at the beginning that we are at the receiving end. We are not at the receiving end. The rule of law is at the receiving end. Decency is at the receiving end. Edo State is under siege. The Supreme Court judgment, the Attorney General's Council, the judgment of the Chief Judge of Edo State, the judgment of F.A. all the judgments of the courts are being ignored in Edo State. Today, Justice Emeka Owete gave a judgment saying status quo should not be maintained from the 15th of December. We will get the enrollment order tomorrow. We hope that Edo State government under Senator Mondo Okpebholo will obey this court judgment that we got today. So for us as a party, we are excited with the judgment that we got today. We think the rule of law has to prevail in Edo State. We believe that it's only when the rule of law is obeyed that you have progress and harmony in the state.
All right, Mr. Azegbami, let me take it to Mr. Nwata. Mr. Nwata, I want to perhaps, maybe, do you have a different version of event from what Mr. Azegbami has relayed to the audience?
Yeah, thank you, Jeffrey. The truth is constant. The truth does not have version. First, it's quite unfortunate that the party chairman, rather his caretaker chairman of PDP, the question is, under the relevant provisions of the Electoral Act and the Constitution, can somebody be appointed a member of a political party? Food for thought. He said, and he keeps referring to an Edo State Local Government Act. Such an elementary fact. It is only the National Assembly that can make acts. And that's why I call acts of the National Assembly. He has been talking of the Edo State Government Local Government Act. It's the local government law. And that's the mistake they keep making. He referred to Section 10 of the Edo State Local Government Law of 2000. That was not the law that the governor and the House of Assembly acted on. It was Section 20. Where they got all this their information from remains to be seen. The governor consulted with the House of Assembly. They came to a consensus that it is Section 20 that enables the House of Assembly to pass a resolution on the request of the governor to suspend these local government chairmen who have become stooges in the hands of Obaseki and the PDP candidates. And I'll give you this clear fact. 800 million naira, before we came on board, November 12th, was being set aside for sharing amongst political actors. It was this particular sum of money the governor asked accounts for, and this chairman contemplating going to court. The House of Assembly intervened, and they refused to give account. And of course, the law allows them to inquire, both the governor and the House of Assembly, into the activities of this local government. People talk of financial autonomy on the basis of the Supreme Court decision. That financial autonomy does not give room for fiscal responsibility, where 800 million of Edo taxpayers' money will be shared among political actors, including my dear friend there, who has become so desperate. He has appeared on 4 TV stations. What are they really pursuing? If this suspension is for 2 months, it is not ad infinitum. And beyond that, as of today, over 10 of these chairmen have been impeached by their councillors, who are PDP members. Why are they trying to stop the hand of democracy?
Mr. Nwata, my apologies. Just let me stay with you. Mr. Azegbami, you're going to respond to the allegations leveled against you. But before I come to you, let's contextualize. The law, Section 20 that you're citing, I'll just read and breeze through. Section 20A says, a council fails in any way to hold, where a council fails in any way to hold the executive council meeting it is required to hold under this law, or the government in B is satisfied that the chairman of a local government is not discharging the council's function under this law in a manner conducive to the welfare of the inhabitants of the area of his authority as a whole, the governor may, in consultation with the House of Assembly, suspend the chairman for a period not exceeding 2 months. When you read this kind of provision as a lawyer, is this not an affront on Section 7 of the Constitution? And let's just admit that this is even right. There's a suspension in place. Has the report been produced such that impeachment has already started? The impeachment process, as he said, takes hours instead of the normal. There's a lot of questions, and you're a lawyer, so help us explain what is going on.
Can I just quickly make some
unpack it.
clarifications?
Yes.
Section 7, which I'll read now, I'll just read it as it is. It says, a system of democratically elected local government under this constitution is guaranteed. And went further to say that the provisions therein in the law that allows the House of Assembly to make a law for the existence, establishment, finance, structure, and functions. What it does is that it allows the State House of Assembly to make a law which is like the constitution of a local government, right? And thereby subsuming all local governments in Nigeria under the control and tutelage of state governments. That is what the Supreme Court tried to do in saying that pay them their money directly, but the Supreme Court does not say states cannot play that illoco parentis function. Obaseki as governor ran this local government for 2 years without democratically elected councils. As a baby sitting there, didn't say anything, didn't come.
Well, that has been Mr. Nwata, that has been overridden by the
councillors have been elected.
That has been overridden by the Supreme. I'm just trying to look
We've had many Supreme Court decisions on this matter. The one of July last year is not the first.
All right, let's take it to Mr. Azegbami.
They're saying you cannot appoint people to run local government councils. Obaseki, before the 2023 election, appointed administrators who we called liaison officers. Is it that we have institutional memory?
Mr. Nwata,
where was Azegbami when that was done?
Mr. Nwata, without trying to cut
was
you.
impeached
Just a
in
moment.
less than 1 week.
Just a
Azegbami
moment.
said that impeachment takes 9 weeks. Where was Azegbami when Shaibu was impeached?
Just
the
a moment.
governor was removed out of the office fastly. He went to court, they didn't obey the order.
Oh dear.
Please,
Mr. Nwata, just a moment. The era of caretaker transition, all of the shenanigans carried out by some governors have passed by the affirmation of the Supreme Court. So we're moving forward, which is why people are a bit confused. Azegbami, Mr. Azegbami, you respond to some of the things he's raised. He's alleged about misappropriation of some of the things he said. Maybe respond to it.
Jeffrey, I want you to see. I want to see whether you can see this. Can you see this?
It's a bit blurry for us, but I saw initially. Maybe you shift it backwards a bit.
Okay, but
go ahead. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Can you say this?
Just go ahead, Mr. Azegbami.
I'm showing you a copy of the letter written by the governor to the Edo State House of Assembly, specifically saying, pursuant to Section 10(1) of the Edo State of the Local Government Law 2000. So that puts light to what Ewanta just said, that the governor and the House of Assembly were premising the letter from the governor and the issue of the House of Assembly taking it on Section 20. The governor in his letter mentioned Section 10, one of the Edo State 2000 law, local government law. So that first is a big lie from Barrister Ewanta, my very good friend. Second lie, and you see, Jeffrey, we have to be very careful sometimes when you invite people to the studio. You need to moderate their utterances. Somebody comes on the studio to your platform and mentions figures without proof, without evidence. It belittles the high level that channels has attained. So I think you should at times kind of...
My apologies. Just a moment.
Look at the people
Mr.
you're inviting.
Just a moment. If you can hear me, that you're here, the allegation is leveled against you. I checked him, and I'm saying you should respond to what he said. So it has nothing to do with me. He has said what he said. I have checked him, and I say you respond to what he's saying.
The point I'm making to you, Jeffrey, and the part to all the journalists, channels included, cross-check who you are inviting to your platforms, because people come to your platforms and tell blatant lies. I just showed you one. I just told you just now, the 800 million they're talking about, show us evidence. You can't just come and run these figures. How? Are we a lawless state? Are we a lawless country? My point, Jeffrey, to you and to Nigerians and to Edo.
I've also made a point. We're not taking sides on all that. Mr. Nwata, so Mr. Nwata had raised, I'm going to come to Mr. Nwata in a moment, but he has also said a couple of things. Mr. Nwata, you're going to also talk about whether you have evidence to that effect, because I wanted him to respond immediately. Just a moment, Mr. Nwata. He had also mentioned the fact that under Godwin Obaseki, Mr. Nwata, just a moment. Mr. Nwata, just a moment. Just a moment, Mr. Nwata. Mr. Azegbami, you mentioned the fact that under Godwin Obaseki, there were instances of the assembly members that has been referenced, the issue of not having elected officials of local government. So it looks like this is their turn. I wanted you to respond to that as well. Mr. Azegbami, that question is for you.
Oh, I was thinking you were referring to...
No, I was talking to you. I'm talking about some of the things you referenced as to, under Obaseki, the things that were also done. And he was trying to debate or push back on some of the processes you were trying to push forward as to the process of impeachment and all of that. I also wanted you to respond to that.
Let's agree on something. Today, the 6th of January 2025, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the government of Obaseki? I can sit here the whole day talking about how well Obaseki performed in his 8 years as governor of Edo State. The Barrister Nwata sitting here was a commissioner under Obaseki. If Obaseki was that bad, will he be a commissioner under him? So my point is, why look at the side mirror? There's a reason why the side mirror is small. Because you are looking backwards. We should be looking forward. We're looking at today. What do we have in Edo State? Are the councils functioning? Are the council chairmen able to access their offices? The answer is no. Why? Because of the lack of rule of law. So my point is, I will be prepared to talk about Obaseki's administration, but I don't imagine that is why you invited me to this program. I'm sure you invited me to deal with the situation at the local government level.
We're going to look for a way forward, Mr. Nwata. So let's come back to you. And apparently, Mr. Zegwami is not taking lightly what you've accused. If you have what do you call it now? If you have proof, you can present it if you have. But it's raised a couple of issues about quote unquote the lawlessness of the APC-led government, given what is going on. He's even talked about violence. We've heard of all of that. So maybe you respond to that as well.
Yeah, I think I'll start by saying that what he came to say are true. Namely, he's trying to create an impression that the local government in Edo State are not functioning. The local government chairman in Ego, where I come from, has always gone to his office. He has a vice chairman. After the chairman and the vice chairman were both impeached, the leader of the house became chairman, and one of the councillors stepped in line with the provisions of Section 19 and 20 of the Edo State government law. And across the various local governments, activities are ongoing. It is the PDP that is trying to snowball their crisis into the local government administration. From national to Edo, you find that PDP is in crisis. 2 of their local government chairmen and councillors have decided to join us in the APC. If they have leadership in their party, will they leave? PDP members in Edo State, they are like ships without shepherd, including these local government chairmen and their vice chairman, even councillors. I'm sorry to say that the chairman is begging the question. He said, I served in Obaseki's government. I left Obaseki because he became a bad leader. He became so lawless. Look at the way Amanda Shaibu was removed from office. Look at the way he appointed somebody to replace Shaibu. Even when both the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal gave judgment,
Mr. Nwata, my apologies.
Also correct an impression. Can you have a judgment of just one party? He mentioned one judgment from Justice Uwete. That's hearsay. Do you know what they do? Every week they keep churning out all kinds of ex-party orders without joining the other party.
Mr. Nwata, let's get a few facts.
You can only restrain a completed act.
Because of time, Mr. Nwata, let's get a few facts.
You can only restrain an act that is not yet complete.
All right, let's get a few facts. Mr. Nwata, if you can hear me, please. If you can hear me, please.
A panel was appointed, right? Then you now get an order 4 days later to restrain what?
Mr. Nwata, so let's unpack it in 2 minutes each. So the chairman was suspended. As and then the report was adopted, or the resolution to suspend was adopted by the government. What was the outcome of that particular report? And just a moment. What was the outcome of that particular? Mr. Nwata, if you can hear me, so that I land on my question. Oh dear. What was the outcome of that particular report? That's the first question I wanted to find out. And the impeachment process that's being carried out, how is it carried out? We're hearing that 1 or 2 persons of houses of 10 legislative arm are suspending or impeaching council members. Maybe you speak to that.
Sorry, I think because your question was lengthy, I'll take it one after the other. The panel of inquiry that was set up has not even done 1 month. By 17th of this month, it will be 1 month. Under the law, they have 2 months, within which they must submit their report, for which the governor will now place before the House to consider whether or not those allegations have been made out. But in between, we've been having one or two distractions from the PDP, led by my friend Tony Azegbemi. Then second, the impeachment by the councillors is a different ball game, because there are 2 ways by which, somebody can lose his seat. First, as a councillor, you can be recalled. Then, as a local government chairman, you can be impeached. The issue of suspension has nothing to do with what the councillors are doing, because suspension is not removal from office.
All right.
Because for you to do an inquiry, to avoid interference, that was why the drafters of that law says that the person should be suspended for 2 months.
All right, Mr. Nwata, let me take it. Let me give the benefit. Let me take it to.
The governor was suspended for 3 months by Obasanjo.
Let me take it to Mr. Azegbami so that I have his say. Mr. Azegbami, I've asked Mr. Nwata a question which he has not answered. I don't know whether he didn't hear me, so maybe you'll provide us with the answer. How the people that are being suspended, was there a quorum to the suspension, and how was this suspension carried out? Maybe you will hear and respond as we wind down.
Yes, Geoffrey, let me say this, and I'm saying this with all sense of responsibility. There has not been an impeachment of any council chairman in Edo State in line with Section 19 of the Edo State 2000 local government law. I take the correction by Nwata that it's not an act but a law. Maybe because I was in National Assembly, everything we do in National Assembly is act. However, there has not been any impeachment in line with Section 19 of the 2000 Edo State local government law. Secondly, the so-called suspension was lifted by the judgment of F.A. Bomba. So anyhow you look at this whole thing, it's illegality upon illegality upon illegality. What we promise APC and the governor, we will challenge all these illegal acts in court. We will serve people contempt charges. We will pursue people that disobey court orders, including even him, Barrister Nwata, because he's a member of the so-called panel of inquiry. We are going to pursue these things legally. And so I would say that Edo people should not worry. The law will take its course. And normally it's slow. It will take its course. It will basically get to a conclusion. And by the grace of God, everybody will know that Edo State is not any other state where you can behave anyhow.
I was saying both of you gentlemen, we're totally out of time.
Suspension has been lifted, it was erroneously placed, and then let matter be. Why not go and begin to look for local government councillors up and down, pay them, bribe them, give them police, give them soldiers to carry out kangaroo of impeachment? If there was nothing beyond financial oversight, he had financial oversight. If Mondo Kwebolo was genuinely interested in local government funds, he would have contested to be councillor. Because that is the organ of body that was saddled with the responsibility of carrying out legislative oversight in the sources of the local government. And if anybody in the local government feels that no, our chairman of that chairman is wasting our money, he will write a petition, submit to the councillors will act. If that is not too far, you can write a petition to the EFCC. The local government chairman do not have immunity. I don't see Mondo Kwebolo that could not read the number of billions in the proposal in the budget he went to present. He was struggling to read it. It's the same Mondo Kwebolo that would not go and read the books of the House of Assembly members, the local government chairman. He has
an accountant general. He has an auditor general. He doesn't necessarily have to.
Auditor general could not teach in the figure on his budget.
Now you're being petty.
Even the law is cited in section 10. The Attorney General of the Federation came and said that that portion of the law is void. If the man had an Attorney General in the States who perhaps understand his onions, he won't allow Mondo Kwebolo to append the signature to a letter that cited a portion of the Constitution that has been voided.
Power to the people. Power to the people. My name is Ofuri Amibinogo, youth leader representing Eastern Southeast local government. We stand there with the voice of the national youth leader, PDP. We stand there with the approval of the youth leaders in the 6 geopolitical zones of our dear country, Nigeria. We stand there with the voice of the state youth leader, Edo State PDP. We stand there with the 3 senatorial, with the approval of the 3 senatorial districts of Edo State PDP. And I stand there with the full capacity of the youth of Esalan. Today we are here to air our views concerning what has been happening to our local government chairmen and their vice chairmen in Edo State. We have a governor of a state, and the governor is supposed to represent the good people of Edo State. But what we have right now, we have a governor who is chasing and flogging and beating and making sure that people who were duly voted for are evicted out of office unduly. Even when the court's judgment have said that the chairmen were duly elected, he has gone to demonstrate that he is too powerful and bigger than the rule of law. We condemn it. We are saying no to it. We as a party, we are not violent, because you don't win all wars with guns. Asfe Igodalo has a slogan. We keep saying, you don't win wars all the time with guns. And that is why all of us have followed Asfe Igodalo, because he's a man of peace. Govt Obaseki is a man of peace. The state chairman of PDP, Tony Azegberin, is a man of peace. All the youth leaders, we are following suit. We are people of peace. But the truth is this: there is an extent to which we take insults. You cannot keep flogging our people as if they have nobody to protect them. We are begging. We want the Attorney General Police to have this video, of the Federal to have this video. We want the Commissioner of Police to have this video. We want the IGP to have this video. Before the elections, our people were arrested for no reasons. And now the chairmen have been evicted. Our councillors are being induced with money because they know some of them are hungry. But it's okay. But please, stop beating our people. Stop fighting our people. We are youths. Nobody has the monopoly of violence. That is the truth. This is a sound warning. Please, Governor, you are from Esa. Aso is from Esa. Esa Kpa Marebeki. When once about labor, Esa do Agbesa, Esa Agbesa. You draw people from Benin to come and be flogging your people in Esa. Shame. 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 Aso is from Esa. You are from Esa. They are flogging your people in Esa and shooting guns in Esa. And again, The youth carrying out this act, what is your age? How old is Siri Oshomole, who is the Commissioner for Finance? He's not carrying gun. He's carrying pen. Today, were you taken as one of the commissioners? No, they gave you gun to kill. And they are putting their children in positions. Oshomole is a sitting senator. He made his son a commissioner. Why giving you a gun to go and kill the local governments? What a shame. Think of your life. Think of your children. The youths of APC, please. Think of your own children. Think of your future. Please, let's stop this war. Stop this fighting. Let the chairmen have their way. They were elected. Wait for their time. Conduct another election and put your people if you want to. Let me tell you, you must have to tell the voters that you are capable of winning their hearts. You don't steal mandates. You don't steal vote. You don't force yourself on the people. This is democracy. Thank you so much. God bless you. We are people of peace. Please, let's stop this fight. Stop intimidating our people. Great PDP youth! Great PDP youth! Great!
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. We are done with our presentation for today. I wanted to bring Edo State in as the matter, the hot, not be small thing. The whole thing looks like a payback now. Governor Obaseki have ruled and they have left office, but there's still a payback, trying to punish Obaseki, Aswen, and all that, but not knowing that they are not actually punishing these people. They are punishing the Edo people with the way things are going on right now in my state. It's very unfortunate that we live in a country where our political, rather, let me say, our satanic political leaders use our common resources to fight their selfish fight. You know, but if you listen to if you pay attention, whenever these guys are fighting, they are not fighting for you and I. Always have that in mind. Whenever they are fighting across Nigeria, not just my state, Edo State, always have it in mind that they're not fighting for you. They are not fighting for me or us. They are fighting for their selfish interest. That's it. You do me, I go do you back. That's what they are doing. And when they are mounting wealth for themselves, they are competing with themselves with our common resources by saying that no matter that idiot, how much he make, how much he gets. Then if you come into power, you want to steal more money so that you can be richer than the previous governors that have ever ruled the states. It's very, very sad that our youth have allowed themselves to always be used for this kind of things for a reason I don't know. You know, so it's crazy. But nevertheless, I appreciate every one of you, my people. Now God bless you. Now I'm posting out the link now. Anybody that want to contribute to this, you can come in on time so that we can take this together. And for those of you that want to call in, you can call in. We presented two topics today, Edo State, and the response from Atiku, which I'm going to be taking right now, that APC should apologize to Peter Obi and Nigerians. You know, now so they talk them. So I'd like us to quickly take on this article here. Caller, please just hold on. I'll take your call shortly. Let me quickly put this article on the screen so that we can take what article have to say here quickly. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share. Please take our voices far. Press on the dollar sign. Nobody don't buy me coffee today. Press on the dollar sign to buy me coffee. Encourage what we do here every day. But meanwhile, Oga Nero, I can see you already. God bless you, sir, for joining me on time. Let me quickly take this article here. As you can see that already on the screen. APC must apologize to Peter Obi, Nigerians over inflammatory language, dangerous threat under Tinubu's government. Article said on Tuesday that the language used against Obi, coupled with the ongoing detention of Mandi Chew, has sparked alarm over the state of democracy in Nigeria. Atiku Abubakar, the 2023 presidential candidate under the People Democratic Party, PDP, has expressed deep concerns over the inflammatory remarks made by All Progressive Congress APC spokesperson Felix Morka regarding Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate in the last general election. I'll just go to his quote due to time. He said, the inflammatory remarks issued by the publicity secretary of the All Progressive Congress APC, Felix Morka, directed at Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last general election, serve as a disturbing emblem of the current administration unsettling strategy in addressing opposition figure. This threat against Obi, coupled with the prolonged detention of Mandi Shehu, a prominent voice of dissent, and others, signals a worrisome shift towards an authoritarian governance model, where the right of opposition voices are being suffocated. The choice of word used by the APC spokesperson, particularly the ominous suggestion that Obi has crossed the line, reveals an alarming disdain for democratic principles. Such language rooted in hostility has no place in a free society where civil discourse and engagement should reign supreme. So I'll just leave that one right there. Atiku frowned at that. Seriously, anyway, any good citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria should frown on this statement threatening Peter Obi. But if you are not frowning at it, don't worry. Like I stated on my this morning broadcast short video that I posted, if it might be favoring you now, but don't worry, it will also get to your turn. That's one thing. If you are part of the people that doesn't want the country to work, don't worry. One way or the other, the country will affect you. Always have that in mind. If the country is better today, all of us will benefit from it. If the country is not better, all of us will also be affected one way or the other. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you so much. I'd like to take this call right now. I can see a call is continuing to coming in. For those of you that are calling in, this is the best time. I guess you're hearing my voice. Call in now. I'll pick your call. Guys, help us to press on the like, help us to share. God bless you, my people. Okay, the first person that I've called in today. Thank you very much. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Samuel. Okay, thank you, Oga Samuel. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you. Go ahead.
Atiku said, may Atiku just rest, may just church Muslim and they back Obi. If Atiku go rest, Obi will become president for Nigeria because the other people go back Obi. Now that would for. Maybe you know this conny way they can follow back on talk. For back now they beg Obi will come back to PDP. Obi rest Atiku for president. Atiku you're the hope. Now the hope that will be for me for my own for the northern side because the northern side won't vote will be. They want vote to be an article that they look. You don't say now say you as for Edo State. I want to see where they have for the Edo State, so this thing really they go and it's not pay back.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to carry all those chairman come back to APC. I bet you go see how they go decamp all of them become a APC. All because Tinubu, all this now Tinubu handwork. And the president handwork we all this way they go for Nigeria. Anywhere, anything, everywhere any position everywhere they scatter. No way we good for Nigeria because of Tinubu. Now Tinubu handwork you'll be all this way they go also. So you know all the PDP people become APC for Edo State. Because Tinubu they fight for 2027. So that Edo State now one just catch up all the whole state, catch up most of the state we say election they come. Thank you, sir. I give all the panelists.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. All right. In terms of the camp, they have started. I went to Edo State the other day. I was surprised. Some of the local government chairmen are already decamping. I was like, wow. Although I don't want to announce that yet because I'm trying to put some information together. Although the certainty of the decamp are true, now fact, 100% fact, don't find out that. But one of the local government chairman, I'm talking with him because I want to get more information from him before I bring him here to come talk to us. You know, he just decamped from PDP to APC. You know, according to him, he told me the pressure, but I'm not going to reveal more than that for now until I've put all my information together. Then I'll bring him here to come tell us why he decided to decamp to APC. It's happening, man. It's happening. But meanwhile, I appreciate every one of you people. And God bless you now. I'd like to quickly appreciate Mother Iris Finest. Thank you very much, Mother Iris Finest, for the super chat. And God bless you. I'm very, very grateful for this. Thanks for the encouragement. Always, always. And the Iris Finest is everywhere. She's everywhere supporting, you know, alongside with others. I'm very, very grateful. Thanks for this super chat. This means a lot to me. Thank you very much for being part of the blessing. Guys, help us to press on the like button. I'll pick more calls later on. I'd like us to just move on right now. As you all know that we came on air late. Yes, I've resumed work here in Nigeria as well. So I'm already multitasking, working in the morning, come back, pass through the traffic, then do a broadcast. It's not very, very easy for me. So I'd just like us to move on right now. But the first person on the panel, which is Oga Onero. Oga Onero, thank you very much. I appreciate you for your time with us today. But before you speak, I'd like to quickly appreciate, I can see Mother Rita with us as well. Mother Rita, thank you very much. I can see you right there. Thanks for joining us. Clifford Ezebo, thank you very much. God bless you. I appreciate every one of you right there by wonderful, wonderful people. Oga Onero, please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Happy New Year to you and the panelists.
Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you.
Nigerians at home, Nigerians in Europe, America, Canada, Asia, the UK, and across the globe. I say Happy New Year to you all. I want to assure Nigerians, wherever they are, that we the people would definitely stand for the truth at all times. We will hold those in power, those that either have been elected, selected, imposed themselves to rule our people, to devise policies that is affecting our people negatively. We will not be quiet, no matter their threats. Let me start from Edo State. I want to say that the level of lawlessness, impunity that is being perpetrated by the sitting governor, some say is INEC select. I will not say it's INEC select. I will not say that. Because during the course of the election, many people in Edo State were on this platform on the day of elections, where we see our people collect peanuts. I was pained. I tried to rationalize it on that particular day. Mr. Elvis, you caution me. I said, no, they are collecting the money. Which was very true. I was pain in my heart. We have seen what the satanic, demonic, devilish APC government have done to our people in the past 10 years since they came on board in 2015 at the national and different state level. The chaos, the buying of people in Imo State. We have seen it. We begged our people. In as much as I dislike the PDP is not as wicked, as evil as the APC. The truth is, that's the truth. But I will not vote for either of them. I will not vote for either of them. On the local government issues, to tell you how, I will say it because I said it during the course of the election. When I listened to the sitting current governor, while he was a candidate,
When I listened to him, my brother, I was perplexed. I was disturbed in my spirit. I was hurt that the entire Esa land will bring up a person of that character. When in the past, we had Bruce Ali from Esa land that did well for the people of Edo State. Even the short-lived tenure of Professor Osumbo, we did not see a person that has zero capacity as far as I'm concerned. If a man cannot sit down and assimilate memos, written documents, figures, simple figures, arithmetic is not mathematics. I studied engineering from the Great University of Benin. Mathematics is tough for some people. Arithmetic is basic mathematics. It's plus minus. We call it board mass. That is arithmetics. Division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Figures 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up to a million. Million to billions. Billions to trillion. It did not even get to trillion. The man could not read it out. Even if it was written in words, the man could not speak it out. A man that said that his solution to electricity is to buy just poles, when government in the federal level has given the state the authority to put power plants and generate and distribute their own electricity. The man said he wants to buy poles. My heart was hot. He may have some level of good man in him, but he lacked the necessary capacity, intelligence to assimilate. If you cannot assimilate information, basic information, how can you now assimilate comprehensive or complex situations? He will definitely want to take the easy route, which he just did. He wrote a bombastic letter to the State House of Assembly, who by law in Edo State do not have the authority to either suspend or remove any city local government chairman. In as much as I know that what Obaseki did during the last local government election in Edo State, which we had interest in, was a failure. However, you cannot use illegality to write it. You must follow the legal process. That was the old law. And then the Supreme Court has given the local government their own autonomy, financial autonomy, and their independence to rule these people because of greed. They have just spent about 18 months. They have spent about 18 months. They have just 3 years. 18 months from 36. That will give you another 18 months for them to complete their tenure. The city governor has 4 years. If he wins his case in court, then he cannot put his own people as his own desire, which the various very incompetent governors across Nigeria are doing. He can then do that. Why cause so much pain? Like you said earlier, whatever they are doing is for their own selfish interest. They don't have the people at heart. The people are hungry. They are fighting others. That's on Edo State. If my time is still running fast, if I have a little more time, I want to quickly address Felix Morka, who happened to be from my state of origin, as they put it in Nigeria, even though My adult life was in Edo State, Benin to be precise. Felix Morka, the current publicity secretary of the demonic, satanic, evil party called APC, that have inflicted so much pain, hardship, poverty on our people, open his mouth and dare threaten Peter Obi. I have contributed in various national radio stations and various television stations in Nigeria in recent time as regards this issue. And I quote myself and I said to them, let the evil APC, Felix Morka in particular, and the APC, led by their leader in the presidency, who I don't want to mention his name. Let them dare go ahead. Let them go ahead and do anything, whatever. They will know that Peter Obi is calm, peaceful, calculative, have army of people who have not met him, who have never spoken to him, that will stand with him to defend and protect him in any way, shape, or form. They tried it with Dele Faro to me. They saw a little bit of how angry those that want a positive change in Nigeria felt. They should try it with the caliber and the person of Peter Obi. They should go ahead. We dare them to go ahead and do, not to overdo, say, by him. That would be to the extreme. Like some people said, let one of his black coats start missing and we attribute it to the Felix Morka. Then they will know that there are people that love Peter Obi, a man of integrity, capacity. He's doing what the evil APC cannot do. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul. Jesus Christ, how these people so callous, so wicked, so devilish. Peter Obi has spent in 2024 600 million on his own personal money, oh Lord, to help people across Nigeria, in the north, in the southeast, in the south, more even in the north. The man came and spoke what the pain of our people are feeling. Somebody that has nothing. He has never contested. If he contests any election in Delta State, he will lose. He will not win anything. The so-called Felix Morka. He will not. Nobody know him in Delta State. Nobody. No, I mean nobody. He will not try that nonsense with the sitting governor of Delta State. He will not. He will not go and threaten him. Even though I don't support PDP, the sitting governor of Delta State is a PDP governor. Felix Morka cannot go and threaten that sitting governor. He will not try it. He will never, ever in his life try it. He will know if he dare try to that sitting governor. What the people of Delta State will do to him and his cohort, they go hear a fire for fire. Not to talk of a national figure, a man of character, capacity, integrity. Lord have mercy on their soul. I'm so bitter in my spirit with what's going on. Let me leave it at that before I cross the line, like they said. I don't want to cross the line at this point, Mr. Evis. Thank you very much.
Wow, Mr. Nero, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you. We want to hear more of these kind of voices. Unfortunately, many of us are scared to speak. Our forefathers, many of them were scared. That's why Nigeria become like this. Our fathers, many of them were scared and still scared. Many of us are scared as well. And this trace is what will affect even our children, possibly our children's children, because the fear have been bestowed upon us all. not knowing that speaking doesn't have anything to do with anything. Just speak. Occupy the streets. Let the government know what you are facing, what is happening. That is the only way you can communicate with the government. We are doing that in the UK all the time. Just a little thing, bread, the price of bread don't increase. People will pull out a protest in the UK. Price of tomatoes increase. People will pull out a protest. That is all the time. That's the best way to communicate with government. But in Nigeria, you see people like us that is talking. You see people coming to insult us, to try to threaten us, belittle us, do any sort of things to us. We are patriotic Nigerians. We just want our country to be better in our time. We have every reason not to do what we are doing today. I've said this so many times. Many of us, 80% of me and my panelists, callers, or commenters have every reason not to do what they are doing today, because when you want to talk about the comfort lifestyle by God's grace, we already have it. Do you know that you don't need to be rich to live a comfortable lifestyle in abroad? Maybe God constantly bless you. You are now a citizen of that particular country where you reside. You don't need to be rich. Not only in Nigeria, you need to be rich to live a comfortable lifestyle. In abroad, you don't need to. There's the way the system works, and is favorable to the rich and the poor, everybody. We just want Nigeria to be better in our time. Is that an offense? Is anything wrong in that? Demanding for that? Then Peter Obi speak on the threatener, say don't cross the line. I have to go back and listen to Peter Obi's press conference. I was pause and play, trying to find where Peter Obi goes wrong. I couldn't find any, not even one. I could not. He went on by advising the president not to travel overseas for a while and focus by traveling across the state in Nigeria to see what the people are passing through. Is anything wrong with that? This dictatorial style of government is not helping any of us. But at the moment, you might be smiling. Unfortunately, some of you that is insulting us here, you live in abroad, UK, America, and you are supporting your village person in Nigeria. That is the height of heartlessness. Not thinking of the people back home, what they are currently facing. Almost everybody in Nigeria have become a beggar. Husbands have become a beggar. Wives, men, women. Almost everybody, my people. Anywhere you drive, everybody is begging. Everybody is begging. I can't even drive on the traffic anymore in Nigeria without my car is not being barricaded. Immediately the red light will show. I already know, say, wahala.com. My car will be mounted. What is this, for Christ's sake? I will be scared. Saying maybe they don't break something for my car. Every day, once the red light show, I'm not happy. And if I sight green light, the way I run my quick pass them before light go hold me, in most cases the light still hold me, then my car will be barricaded. How are we going to live like this? What about if they barricade you like that? At the end of the day, they start breaking your windscreen and all that, forcefully taking what belongs to you? Do you guys think about that at all? Now, so now you all want more, they go like this, right? Anybody that speak, you threaten them, you call into the show, insult us here. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. I'd like us to move on. My brother, Mr. Frank Emmanuel, thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you. Happy New Year to you too. Yes, longest time. This last time I hear from you was last year. I never hear from you this year. It's good to hear from you, my brother. We are looking forward to hearing your submission whenever you're free. God bless you, sir. But I'd like us to move on right now. Let me call on Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much, sir, for joining us this evening. Good evening to you, sir.
Mr. Ivis, thank you. Thank you very much. I greet you.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. I believe you had a nice day in Lagos.
Yes, so I'm here. I don't battle doesn't start. So we are here. We thank you.
That's good. That's good. Thank God. God bless you. I greet fellow panelists, all of you. God bless you all. Welcome. And Mommy Diaspora, I greet you, man. God bless you. God will continue to uphold you. And
amen.
Yeah, I greet all the commenters and all the callers. Welcome. You see, it's very interesting. Yesterday, I was not on the platform, but I had some time to listen to about maybe about 10, 12 minutes of the broadcast. I think I heard Dr. CM. He said something, and I will start with that. Dr. CM said on this platform yesterday, he said, and I'm going to lay my submission, my emphasis on that. He said Felix Morka is a graduate of Harvard working for a certificate forger. Wow. That really sank into me. An Harvard graduate working for a certificate forger, or even working for someone who claimed to have attended a school at which point he graduated, the school has not even been established. An Harvard graduate. I will say that a million times so that it can sink in the way it sank into me. People need to get this. People need to let this sink in. Let it, the way it sank into me, let it sink into you. Someone who claims an Harvard graduate, working for a certificate forger, working for a man who claimed to have attended a school and graduated, at which point the school had not even been established. That says it all about the man. It says it all. I don't understand how people like this just, at the end of their work day, we sit down on the table with their families. They have children, especially children of this age and time, that they are very logical in most cases. How did he get here? This man called Felix Morka. And because of this, I went down and I tried to go and read about, I just want to know his biography. Who is this man? This is a man of no character. Talk of a man of no character. I will say this as they say from my place where I come from. When things like this happen, when a man do something like this or open his mouth wide and say something like this, that you have crossed the line. I don't know who he think he is. Think you are talking to stupid people. Let's break it down. Cross the line. What does that mean? You need to come out and explain to us what you meant by cross the line, because we know. Before you say we are taking it out of context, please come out and explain yourself. Where I come from, when a man makes such utterances, unguided statement, an adult makes such an unguided statement, here's what we will say. See, they will tie you to that man. You have been tied. You see, your cloth has been, the way you will take two pieces of cloth and tie them together, and very strongly. You have been tied now to Peter Obi. If he coughs alone, he sneezes alone, you are in a mess.
I beg, Mr. Jonathan, sorry, I don't like calling your line of submission like this, but I need to respond to this tribal bigot one man, with a fact here, because we don't just talk on this platform. I'm a British citizen. I don't know who you are in the UK. Maybe you be a Duru there. Who know what you be? You don't know. So I'm a British citizen. I know what is happening in my country. So I've been in UK for more than 30 years. So I actually grew up in the UK. So don't tell me what is happening in the UK. So in case you are not aware, if you want to be satanic with your tribal or village man, you cannot come to this platform. If you comment that kind of rubbish again here, I will block you on earth and in heaven. I'd like to put this here. Farmers stage further protest over food imports. I talk about food. I did not expatiate on it. Now, you can say about 200 farmers have staged a protest against foreign import of food. A convoy of tractors and other vehicles was driven through Canterbury, Kent, and on Sunday. So you can see all of them here. There's a protest. What I was trying to say is that there's protest for every single thing in the UK, and the government listen.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. I did not expatiate on you coming here to deceive my supporters, although the gullible ones will still be defeated. Then I have another article here to quickly tally up with what I said. You think we just talk here? Or are you deaf that I studied film and media? I studied film and media in one of the prestigious universities in the world, in Cambridge. God punish you. If I see any rubbish there again, in fact, you are blocked on earth and in heaven. I have to block you now. God punish you, the tribal bigot, shameless, idiotic elements. Who the hell do you think you are? Think say they come here, they deceive people like you deceiving people with your useless backward platform. Warning of high food prices and empty shelves due to the new post-Brexit border fees. During the time the UK left the Europe, did you know that everybody were protesting and complaining over the price hike? This is what they carry they talk. I reference. If you want me to go in details, I'll bring all of them here for you to let you know that if the slightest thing in the UK, people protest on it. 2-3 people will put there together and hold a placard. Oga CM is here. Oga CM, can you testify to that? Because you live in the UK.
How do they say? That Shakespeare for quote now, but I know to Niger Watch. There are things where matter and those where no matter. You've made your point, so I don't need to.
No. This matter because these satanic people, they pay them to go to your platform.
We know they're still
disrupt it.
They're still
So
campaigning.
it's our duty to always verbally and evidentially prove to them that we know what we are doing here.
You've shown evidence now. To say you know show evidence, you don't. Which evidence? What I go talk? Pass way to you the article you brought up. And everybody read it. You can something in black and white. What can you say again? That is the documentary.
Yes.
Thank you, Oga Jonathan. Please, you can go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So you see the article you showed. Farmer protest against foreign import of food. Is that not what we are all saying in Nigeria when they talk of production? When they talk of protecting your own. Before you say Jack, they will be talking about agriculture, and they have no clue. And yet they still want to be in government. That is the sickening part of it. Is it by force, something that you don't know, and you still want to be in charge? You want to hold on to power. That's what we see in Nigeria. To Felix Morka, this man does not deserve any respect. But for the sake of, that this is a public platform, one will still have to, moderate himself.
Of course, because these people will pass their satanic information here. If you did not counter it immediately, then the information will fly. That is what they are working for. Many of them are poor in the UK. One man is a useless tribal bigot in the UK.
Tell him to turn his video on. Make una see where they live. You know there is a pauper in the UK. It is me and you now mates. Will not be mate for UK, will not be mate anywhere. You and I live in the UK. I told you a year ago. May we meet face to face for UK. May see your lifestyle in the UK. If you are not a pauper.
No,
who are you? More than 15 years ago, I bought my own house in the UK. God punish you.
No, the thing
is, may our country better, una go hide for different country. Una hide for another country. They from there they pass useless information, and then our people are languishing away in
Niger watch. Listen, when you encounter people like this, what are we here for? Leave them for people like us.
Very no, sometimes we need to respond to this. They pay them. They pay them.
Niger watch, relax. We do here. Don't worry, relax.
They might be giving you £1,000 every day to counter different platforms on air.
You don't show evidence. You don't show evidence. That is the highest you could.
Niger watch. Don't worry, Marema. Relax yourself.
Leave them to us.
Mr. Chris, are you there, sir?
Leave them for us. We are waiting.
Damosa, I'm here. Damosa.
If you see that
Jonathan, now you before Cassian.
If you see that man face, you go to wonder. Say when they say they created God created man in His own image. You go to wonder. Say, can this person be the image of God? If you see him face upon
I don't tell the tribal bigots. One man, I'm saying it again here. If you don't feel meet me for UK, call Nigeria, tell me your location, I go meet you for the same Lagos where you say you come from. Now make Nigeria not better today, make God punish you.
You see, let me quickly round up.
Yeah, Mr. Jonathan, please round up in 3 minutes.
You said it all, and the best way possible. You have a story to back it up. The question I want to ask is this again on this the question to Mr. Morka. What is it that Peter Obi said, put side by side with what you said? Which one is true? And what is it that Mr. Peter Obi said that is false or that is wrong? Where do you want to start from? Is it about the poverty level in Nigeria? That Nigeria is poverty striking as we speak right now? Is that a lie? Is it about the inflation level? Is that a lie? Is it about internally displaced people all over the country, refugees inside our own country? Is that a lie? Is it about the case calling for the reduction in cost of governance? Is that a lie? Where do you want to start from? What is it that the man said that you have to come out? I don't understand these people. That is why they have sycophants all over the place. People that will see the truth and they will refuse to say it. What is it there that the man said now that you said he has crossed the line? Don't you know the meaning? When the government is speaking, and this man said he went to Harvard, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. If people like forgive, see, you say you went to Harvard, you have a PhD, right? That's what you have. You have a PhD. I don't understand your sense of reasoning at all. I just don't get it.
Sorry, Jonathan. He said a master's in law, first degree.
Okay, master's in law.
LLM. Harvard.
LLM, master's in law, LLM. If we combine
the same master in law with UK Peking.
I don't. Yeah. You know, these people are so. These are the people that are disgracing Nigeria all over the place. These are sycophants all over the place. It just doesn't get it. And these are the people, when the government, because you are speaking for the government, and when government say you cross the line, do you know what that means? Harvard graduate, Mr. Harvard graduate, do you even study at all? When government said you cross the line, do you know what government do when someone cross the line? Government go ballistic. It's like when it just used, they are not guided. The choice of words in the political terrain, when somebody cross the line, it follows that there will be consequences. Simply means that once you cross the line, there will be consequences. And what are those consequences? Economic consequences, military consequences, personal consequences. How do you want to deal with him? Which one? I don't understand this man. So disappointing, man. So sickening. But let me just round it up. I know other people have a lot to say. Again, this is a man who studied at Harvard University. Whatever he might have studied, I don't even care. And he's working for a drug baron. He's working for a man who claimed to have attended the school. Please let it sink in. This is the fact. This tells you that these people they have no character of any kind at all. With all your education, you cannot even sit down and even analyze that simple one. That this, with all my education, this is a man who claimed to have, went to a school at which point the school had not even been established. And you said you went to Harvard. You are not a man. So disappointed. So disappointed. Just running your mouth. Come to national TV using the platform. Running your mouth all over the place. Disgracing Nigerians. And even the younger ones. This is what you are setting. This is how you want young Nigerians, the Nigerian youth, the younger ones, to see you as a spokesman of the governing party in Nigeria. So sickening and so disappointed. But Nigerians, let it sink in. The mindset of people like this, they are nothing. They have nothing. These people, they have nothing upstairs. Nothing up, because if your education can't, in the first place, you that studied at Harvard University, of all places, will not sit down and be working for a man, a crooked man. Damn it. It's so sickening, man. So sickening. It's just so sickening. This is where we're. I want to talk on Edo State, but I will leave that for the second round. And God willing. Thank you very much. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Mr. Jonathan, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was good that you had to leave Edo State issue for the second round there. Yeah, because it's so funny. One man went to the moon or wherever you've gone to. Wama, you are so funny. You have called Tinubu all forms of name. The only question I'm going to ask you, Wama went to move. At what stage did you start defending Tinubu? What happened? What changed? You have that question to ask yourself. If you have any iota of conscience, if you truly mean well for this nation, if you put Tinubu side by side with Peter Obi, you ask yourself, between these two people, who is best fit to lead the nation? You know what the Tinubu people did to you that made you to suddenly twist and start supporting them? That's your right anyway, but to think that you have the infantry to come to another station, to come and do your criticism with half-truths and outright lies, I think that's overstepping the boundary. Wama went to move. You should be more retrospective whenever you come to a station like this, given the fact that, there's no bigotry in this station. You know how we do it here. So please, next time, be guided, if there will be a next time for you. So just continue on the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. It's the YouTube arm of Nigeria Watch Media. We are here again on this beautiful Tuesday. If you check your time, it's 1:15 mark, and I want to thank all of you for allowing us to share your cyber spaces with you this evening. It's cold and drizzling here in Dublin. I don't know what's it in your city, but welcome to the show. Thanks for making it a date. You know how we do it here. Just use the like button, share button, and the dollar sign if you can. And remember to subscribe because we are still looking forward to the 1 million man subscription. Today we've gone past the 100,000 mark, and I want to thank all of you for that. I want to say good evening, especially to all of you in the comment section. And I can see Madam Irene Finest, the finest of them all. It's been a while, but it's good to have you on the broadcast today. Everybody commented, everybody calling, listening to us from all over the world. Good evening, and thank you so much for being a part of this broadcast today. Mommy Diaspora, we want to appreciate you from the depth of our thank you for all you do. And the people on the panel, Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you after some days. Onero, it's good to have you after so many days. And Black Panther, of course, where have you been? Well, it's good to have you on the broadcast. Let's continue on the show. We have barely 44 minutes to do this. And Dr. C.
I be sharpening my knife for 2035.
Dr. C, we want to open your microphone and talk to us. And before that, let's thank Mr. Jonathan for that in-depth analysis, for being able to piggyback on what was discussed yesterday and continue to put this on the front burner. And I expect a lot of that from other panelists, because this issue, we're going to rub it on their face. Rub it on their face. Dr. CM, you want to continue?
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, thank you, Chris. Good evening, everybody. All protocols duly observed. Actually, when I looked at the follow-up today, Atiku joining his voice to chastise, I think APC or the government for the attack dog. Will I even call him an attack dog? An old man. Somebody of that age shouldn't be an attack dog. Maybe should have lived this is the type of job the likes of Reno, who is the minister for P2B, then Buala is the minister for obedience. That is the type we should have, or maybe engage on Opasa if at all there is need for all this. But be that as it may, that is the funny part of it, but it's a serious matter. I would like P2B because this is about personal safety. For what it is worth, he should, there should be a follow-up, maybe involve his legal team. They should file a writ in court for explanation. Can't tell somebody he has crossed the line so many times. So what he has to get, I think he followed it by saying P2B should deserve what God comes to him or something like that. Maybe as a consequence. So I will advise that P2B should instruct his legal team to put up a writ in any court of his choice. At least let it be on purpose, so that summon that Felix Morka to court. You know, when I said yesterday that the first tragedy this year Nigeria witnessed, I don't know, but this explosion that killed people in Abo, they were just harvesting people as if they are dead wood, logs of wood. His phrase is David Morka, Felix Morka's people, a area of Abo where he comes from. That is where they are harvesting people due to poverty. I don't know what happened there. Just wretched area. And he's coming here to come and make noise. Like I said yesterday, I still stand by it because he claimed he had a master's degree from Harvard. Then of what use is all those Harvard when you have to go and be subservient to even people, the equivalent of Oluomo, you are struggling job with them. Look at the caliber of people. If it's something to go and disperse Agberu in Lagos, they send to Oluomo. If it's to go and disorganize, maybe to make mouth about P2B, they send somebody like that. He hasn't got a job. His life ambition has been to public relation office of APC. Is that your ambition with a Harvard degree? Anyway, the people I know that went to Harvard, one of them is at World Trade Organization as Director General. So these are where you see people that went to Harvard, his own Harvard, to come and end up talking like a motor packed out. aimlessly. He say he's a lawyer, he can't even know the implication of spoken words. If he's somebody who read engineering or mathematics, he may say he doesn't know. You say you read law up to Harvard and you are telling somebody cross. Which line? Who drew the line? Where was the line that will be crossed? Will be crossed the line. It talks as if he owns Nigeria. In fact, if you even go into details of what the way he was answering questions at the interview, I looked at the chap. I said, "Oh God." You see, there are lies and there are believable lies. You know, there are lies that you know there are lies, but you believe them. You know they are, but you are believable. His own lies is not even believable. You know, when I think I went today, I listened again to that interview with Arise. I was shaking my head. I said, God, this is the type of person that is talk. And this person lets P2B shoot. There are the height attained by P2B. His generation can never dream of attaining that height for the 1,000 years. If this is what the way they, if this is, if the way he carries himself is anything to go by. By the way, at his age, when P2B handed over, the guy, I think according to the age gap, he said he was born 1965 from what I saw, and then P2B was born 1961 or 62. I think 6 means P2B was born 1960 or thereabout, July. So 5 years different, but P2B handed over Anambra after 8 years in 2014. Where was this Felix Morka around that time? Maybe he hasn't seen anything to do and he's coming now to make noise. By the way, what stops him from being a governor? Why can't he go and take it? He's a PRO, is that the height of his ambition? Why can't he go and take nomination form, contest and be governor of the state, and let us what he's to perform? Or comes out is once in a while. He appears like a he appears like a blue moon. Every time P2B, he only takes on P2B. This Peter. Maybe they place him as the minister in charge, you know, designate on P2B. Maybe here in Reno, they alternate them. But this time he came out to come and make noise. When I shook my head, said, this is somebody's, some women keep this one for house as a husband. And then go get children now. Then go they look, see what their father is saying. P2B is now across the line. Can you imagine? So there's a line he drew for P2B, that P2B shouldn't cross that line. That's what it means. P2B has crossed the line many times. Whatever comes to him, should take it or something like that. Well, anyway, the thing is, the gods are wise. Only that P2B as a person is very reticent. He rarely talks. But in this case, I will advise him. There are certain things you have to do, not just because you want to do, but because of the people behind you, your interest. To protect your interest, you file a writ in court, just to take him up. Let it go on record that he's summoned, he needed to come and explain who sent him. When the chips are down, let me tell you, all this gara he's making, APC will just leave him on his own. Because I'm sure they didn't send him to go and say P2B cross the line. Which line? P2B cross. Can you look at the way he's talking to somebody? Without respect, P2B cross the line. So some people had line drawn for them in this country. Is it not the line anybody, if at all anything called line, it should be the constitution. As long as the grand norm of the country that is superior to whatever anybody does in this country. As long as you observe which part of the constitution is the P2B breach? He said P2B crossed the line. Look at, can you imagine the man? So you see, it's just out of his own personal wickedness. He's talking, P2B crossed the line. That phrase, I'm just trying to, when I look at it, I say, hey, so there's even an unseen line. Only him knows that is drawn for P2B. Only him knows the line that was drawn for P2B not to cross. Now he's trying to come and invoke that whatever and say P2B crossed the line many times. Okay.
Bring it home. 1 minute.
Thank you very much, Oga Chris, because I think at this rate, the rate Nigeria is going, this is a case of this hunger day Nigeria. Thank God Nigeria Watch confirmed it. Hunger day. There's executive hunger, there's a primary hunger, hunger at the grassroots, even executive hunger. So all these ones, these people are doing. But all this Felix Morka braggadocio, me, I don't understand whether it's a result of, I can't understand. The way the man was talking, I say whether, I don't know, something, and I don't know what happened the night before. But Peter, to bring it home, you should be able to instruct your lawyers, let them do something fast. We can't just be leaving people like this to be riding roughshod over you. After all, he's just a scallywag. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. CM. It's just a scallywag, he says. Dr. CM, thank you for your submission once again. I'd like to read the comment of somebody on the comment section. And not because the comment is very interesting, it's because I completely align with that comment. And that would be the comment by George Efosa Igbinedion. He said, it is because Peter Obi is an Igbo man. If he were Arewa Morka form, what he was trying to say is that if Mr. Morka was from Arewa clan, there couldn't have been any single statement. If Peter Obi was from the Arewa clan, Morka wouldn't have made any single statement, which I completely agree with. If you like, you can call it a tribal thing. I don't have any business with that. Because we've seen people that have come out openly to threaten the president, and we didn't see any kind of this resistance. The borderline is that I agree with George Efosa Igbinedion because Peter Obi is an Igbo man. Because that's the footmat of everybody in Nigeria. If they don't talk, they don't talk. If they talk too much. If they do this, they are chest beaters. Anything they do, there's a problem. And so I want to move this country forward. With every silence, with the complete resistance that Peter Obi is just imposing on himself, look at, people are still saying that he has crossed the line. In what way? In what way? If not because of tribal considerations. Mr. Pansard, good evening, sir. I can see you on the comment section. We are hoping to have you on the panel. Maybe you can add your voice to the discussion. Anyway, our time is fast spent. I want to call on Black Panther. Black Panther, if you want to open your microphone and talk to us, you have 8 minutes to deposit. Black Panther.
Hey, thank you, my brother from downtown Dublin. How are you doing today, bro?
Happy New Year, Black Panther. We hear you did. 8 minutes.
You're going to rock 2000. We are going to rock 2025 like never before. And they are coming for us. We are ready.
Rock 2025.
We are going to rock it in 2000. We are going to rock 2024 because we know they are coming after us. We are going to rejoice because that means they are hearing us and we are carrying our Ojagba, meeting them point to point, ready to put them down with our Ojagba. And anyone that knows what to call Ojagba, maybe it's only Mr. Jonathan would know what we are called Ojagba in the Yoruba dialect. I want to thank everybody. I want to bless everybody here today. May God continue to give us the strength to forge on with us wearing the regalia of truth. Let us wear it with pride and let us face them, walk towards them with pride. Because we know in this battle, we are going to move forward alone. Let us remember that and let us be proud of ourselves. God is with us and no man can slay us down. So I want to thank everybody today. I want to thank Nigeria Watch. I want to thank everyone here today. I want to say Happy New Year. Welcome to the year where the toughest time is going to be made for us. Because I said at my address, my first address I made here, I said one thing. It's going to be tough in this 2024. But we are going to rock it out. Because God has prepared us to face the tough time. 2024 was preparation. We have entered. And this tough time, we are going to warn them out. Because I know, in that language, that word that I said, they are going to come after us with different dimensions. They are going to be very raw with us this time around. I want to say to everyone out there, keep your finger tight and write the things that are true. I want to say, mommy in diaspora, may God bless you. Continue to bless you and keep you in good health. To everyone out there, just click on the like button. God bless you all. I want to start by saying something here today. I want to quote from People's Gazette. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the top list of the world's most corrupt, organized person of the year in 2024-25. And this was done by OCCRP. It's a world body, world journalist body that goes around the world. They are investigative journalism. It's not Nigeria, it's world. When I know, you know what I mean. You know what I mean by saying that it's called OCCRP. And now, the most organized and corrupt president of the world, an Harvard graduate, is it law? Of law, master degree in law, like what Wike's son received yesterday in London, is now coming out to work for the most more corrupt than Pablo Escobar. More corrupt than, Pablo Escobar was the senator. He's more corrupt than Pablo Escobar. You go through that book, you read it very well. And these people are sitting down, working for them. You know what it is? It is now in their CV. It is now in their CV. So when you call their name, please put their title to it. Because this is not a title given to them by Nigeria. It was given to them by a world body, renowned world body, known by the United Nations. He gave it to them. So if you are bringing out Felix, whatever his name is, attach this script that I just said on it. Because he cannot detach himself from it, because it's part and parcel of it now, since he's participating and he's bowing his head down for him and not Nigeria as a country. And I want to go deeper again. 3 days ago, one of Nigeria's most, people don't know the person. One of the drug barons in Nigeria was caught yesterday. Was caught 3 days ago. It's a lady. Truckload of contraband stuff was apprehended by the NDLA, and she was arrested and thrown into the gallows. They've not been able to ascertain the amount of the drug. Now, the question I want to say here, why I'm going here is that all these things that are happening in Nigeria is going down, people are suffering, and you still see some people coming out from the blues. They might be known by every one of us buying cars of 2.something billions. I'm not talking about the artists, separate them. But those that call themselves businessmen, you now ask your question. Where are these funds coming from? Are they politicians? They are businessmen. What kind of business are they doing that brings about 2.5 billion naira worth of a car? Just one car. And now move in deeper. It has been long, over 18 months, that we've heard about drug trafficking in Nigeria. It was only 3 days ago they caught the baron. And I guess the baron might not have settled. That was why her name was brought out. That to show you that investigation by OCCRP has been well dug in, and they have their facts. Felix Mogadu, the PRO or the PRO of PDP, working in this government, who are in power, working for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the world's most corrupt organized crime person of the year 2005, is is an irresponsible person. Why I say he's irresponsible is because he is talking to a man that has proven himself, Peter Obi, that has proven himself as a governor. He gave up all things that he's doing. He gave up his business to serve Anambra State. And the records are there. Somebody even came out that I will give money to people if you can tell me the hospital or school that Peter Obi built. His Limonga, Felix was there. He knows it. And this is a man that have not done anything in his state. But because he's a proxy, he was brought into PDP to actualize and work with the most corrupt entity president in the world, number 3 to be precise. And he's galloping his mouth to threaten PO. Like one of what our brother said. He said, if any of his clothes, the black cloth is stolen, you will hear from us, not you. I will only say I am one of his disciples because I am studying him as a book.
Round up.
I'm making him as a reference every time. And I want to run this up because there's no more time. I will say concerning Edo State. Edo State is in a comatose. We are beginning to see people that these people do not mean well for us. Because so governor did this thing, I will also pay them back. That's to show you we have been shouting here every day. Now these people are for themselves, not for the people. And I want to say, Mr. Niger, don't be angry. We know that we are coming for them. Oh. We are preparing our jagba for them. You see that guy that you said that lives in UK, that is making one man went to the flush, or where did he go to? We are come Ojagba ni mo ma gbe wa fun e. One man went to the moon. Ojagba emi Black Panther ma gbe wa fun e. O gbo mi dada, mo ko ngbo mi. We will fish you out where you are. We will fish you out. We have links all over. I know money has been located. I'll be giving to you guys. In real one, I'll be giving to you guys. We are coming after you guys and we are going to bring out details and you will have no place to even stay in UK. We are coming after you. We are going to use real investigative journalism to bring you out because you are the people they planted in every region, in every state around the world to perpetrate evil against a nation, to bring it down with your ideology of nepotism and corruption, in-depth corruption inside of you all. I will rest my case to speak further. May God bless every one of us. We are ready. Our Jagba is ready for them. Mr. Najawad, they will come after us. We are ready. You calm down. Let us speak.
Yeah,
Let us speak to them. Thank you.
Yeah, Black Panther, thank you so much. I had to let you make that statement. I had to let you complete it because it was very, very important, despite the fact that your time is fast spent. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the second broadcast of this broadcast today, the second segment of this broadcast today. And we have the triplets joining us. That's give us our mandate, Alesso, and Abdul Malik. So in that connection, I'll just give each of them 3 minutes, like every other person, and to talk to us because our time is fast spent. Give us our mandate. It's good to have you on the broadcast today. Happy New Year to you. You want to add your voice to the discussion? It's really nice to have you. Give us our mandate. Welcome.
Happy New Year, sir.
Same to you, sir, my brother. Yeah, same to you, loud and clear.
You know why I like you? You saw us here. You quickly round up the first session so that we know if we get our own 8 minutes. But me say I like you because my Rolls Royce will not turn to Corolla. So I'll take my 8 minutes. I'll come do my second 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
My Lamborghini, my Rolls Royce will not turn to Corolla. Mr. Elvis, I greet you. Happy New Year again. Mommy Diaspora, I greet you. I greet everybody. Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Chris, Black Panther, like Mr. Chris will call it, Black Panther. CM, I greet you. Abdul Malik, my elder brother, Mr. Alex O, and then my senior elder brother, Mr. F. Emmanuel, I greet you. Anga Shikababara. Abuaze, Emmanuel Johnson, Irene Finest. Well, let me see, maybe the only finest lady in the building, right? Okay, I greet you all. Thank you very much. Mr. Ellis, I don't know if you saw Liboro's video. Your Lamborghini, your Rolls Royce will not turn to Corolla.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis has played that video here from the beginning. Yeah.
Okay. I encourage and admonish everyone to go and watch that video if you have not watched it. Barrister Liboros, should you be listening tonight, God will continue to bless you. You will not die young. Your parents will not bury you. You will not bury your own children. God bless you for the good work you are doing. That video, I think, is about 8 minutes, short but very rich. And it's just a backbone of what we have said here last year. And I think also on a backbone to what my brother said, Black Panther. Now, when I speak something about Tinubu, people think that, oh, it's like this guy, maybe Tinubu collect his father's land. And that's why he's talking like this. How can a man, during media chat, tell the world that his friends that used to have 3 Rolls Royces, all of a sudden, because of his government, they now ride on Corolla. It shows the wickedness of man. And so, when Black Panther was talking about the 3 most corrupt leaders of the world, it should probably ring bell in the ears of Nigerians that this man does not have any agenda for the country. There is no agenda, there is no plan. He just come to snatch, grab, run, and he's still running. And maybe one day he will stop running and give Nigerians peace. You are the president in quote, even though Nigerians did not elect him. But because of his policies, his own friend, you know, this the man indict himself, not his enemies now, his friends. Because of Tinubu, they used to have Rolls Royces, 3, he said by himself. And so those men, because of his policies, his program, and his agenda, their Rolls Royces turned to Corolla. But I think Liboros went further to now talk about the implication of that statement by talking about the policies and the issue of fuel subsidy and the programs that they have. And so it now begs on the fact that how did this day newspaper, knowing fully well that after to what Black Panther said, after those bodies went around the world, they now said there are 3 most corrupt leaders in the world. And one of them is Bola Amoda Songolere Adekunle Tinubu. The in quote president of Nigeria is one of them. If somebody can mute,
give us a mandate, round up, sorry.
If you can mute your mic. But you now see this day newspaper in their shenanigan.
Give us a mandate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, please quickly round up.
Okay. How this day now arrive at saying that this criminal drug baron, the most corrupt person, one of the most corrupt leader, is the man of the year in their country? I don't know. It tells you that the whole system has been corrupted. Like I said, these guys have to criminalize the country for them to be able to govern the country. Because why? A criminal drug baron has just been elected by Mahmoud Yakub. Nigerians, the case of Peter Obi is just they can't do him anything. But Nigerians, arise and take back your country. Thank you. Mr. Chris, are you there? Mr. Chris.
Maybe they've attacked Chris. Who is going next?
I think I'm next.
Who is speaking? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Is there who is?
We can hear you. Can go next. We can hear you. Oh, Alex, so
Okay.
go ahead.
Can any person,
Go ahead.
hear me?
Okay.
Okay, Chris is back.
Yeah, Alex. So yes, go ahead and thank
Okay,
you.
let me just write down. Okay.
Yes, 3 minutes. In case I'm
yeah,
kicked out again, ladies and gentlemen, you just continue. Mr. Anjawa, thank you for
Like
that
say,
very timely
Mahmoud don't happen
intervention.
here. Chris there too. Okay, one don't come on.
Yeah, Mr. Anjawa, thank you so much for that very sharp, timely intervention.
Okay, continue.
So Alex,
Continue,
3
FM and Alex. Oh, sorry.
All right. So, my people, I greet everyone. I just want to add my voice because this issue of Morka has been since yesterday. So I just wanted to make some observations and just say, talk about what's his name, Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. I'm just still waiting on all channels to hear him speak. I'm still waiting. If anybody here, if you heard from Kenneth, please let me know. Why am I talking about him? This same Kenneth stood with Peter Obi throughout the election. After the election, he said he's a weak man and now left. He wanted him to energize Nigerians to go to the streets, to fight, to do whatever. But what part or what role is he playing now? That's my question to him. You see, your enemy can be fighting you. You definitely know, oh, I know how to make preparations to fight back, to protect myself, my own strategy. But when the enemy is within, there's no way you can win the battle. So I'm urging everyone, those who are so fast, so quick to criticize the good works of somebody who is risking his life, he's risking everything just to see that Nigeria works, that these people should think if they are not so selfish, if they are not so self-centered, what we do here every day, we could just stay aback. We could just say, no, none of my business. But we are adding our voices because we want our country to work. Nobody pays us. We don't need to do it to satisfy anyone. But we are doing it. We are the patriots, not those noisemakers who are so fast to go against your own brother, to go against somebody who's standing for the truth. This is the time we would have expected him to come out and attack Morka, but he's silent and he's saying Obi should go out there. He's a weak man. You know, so it doesn't work like that. This is my area where I really I get out of my skin. Where is he now? So until he comes out to stand for this arrogance and kind of I know it all, you should just keep mute forever. So I don't just want to talk about any other thing. I purposely came to ask about Kenneth Okonkwo. So I greet everyone and I wish you all a pleasant evening, because me now, I'm satisfied that I was able to air my voice and give my opinion and ask the question that I've been boiling in me since yesterday. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Alex. Oh, you see this for submission, the thing, because I'm part of the thing when I see something, okay, these external people, they attack Peter Obi, but we be the supporters. We should learn to, anyhow. Let's just stand by this man. We can, subtle criticism. What we say anything, Peter Obi, if for do this, if for do this, if for do this, with pains. Waiting. It's just politics. Thank you very much. I enjoy your submission. Abdul Malik, it's your turn. 3 minutes, quickly. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Chris.
Good evening, Sir Abdul Malik.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Nigeria Watch. Good evening, everybody in the panel. Good evening, Nigeria. This Morka, I see if you don't have idea how is the economy of Nigeria is going now, just take a look. Like ending of the year, if you are from January 1st, Naira ends 2024 with 40.9% lose amid external reserve growth. Why can't he advise federal government, which is Tinubu, to make sure the internal reserve is pushed, it boosts the economy, rather to come on air to speak blah blah blah, to attack somebody who is speaking the truth. In the other hand, see what and another one. As far as December 26, 2024, over 50% of Nigeria, sub-Saharan Africa are multidimensionally poor, according to the World Bank. They don't see such thing to advise federal government to tackle those issues, rather to attack one particular individual that is not in the government, is not in the position of anything called Nigeria. And look at how many, for Starbate, how many people died. 70 people lost their life just because of palliative, because of no food to eat in the country. They don't see such to tackle, to tell federal government to improve their aspect on that. And take a look. Nigeria today, nothing is going on, and we cannot even boast of anything in Nigeria. They don't see such things. Not to attack one individual, because they know that Peter Obi is their major problem in 2027. They are finding all way to bring the man down, just to silence him, so that we not excel 2027. That is what they are looking for. Which is, I believe, there is nothing they will do. Because majority of people in Nigeria, they are behind Peter Obi. Yeah, that is what I believe. But look at what this man said, Babanji, which is on, I said it on Arise TV that last week. He said, man of the year, which is Tinubu. All Nigeria remember Tinubu for his suffering. Babanji says so. Why can't those Morka attack such man or Dale Bwala? Man of the year, all Nigeria remember Tinubu for his suffering. Baganji, that is what he said. But if it's another person now from other side part of the Nigeria, they will attack the person. You cannot govern country like this. It cannot work. It can never work. That is the problem we are facing today in Nigeria. That is the major problem. Some people will say something, they will go free. Why some people will say something before you know they attack them? How can you govern country like that? It cannot work. And what Peter Obi said, most of people have said this before. Why can't they attack such people? Rather to attack Peter Obi.
Thank you, Abdul Malik.
If me, example, Peter Obi, according to what I will advise you to do, even though he go for somebody's place to unmute, even Peter Obi go for Nigeria judiciary, Nigeria court, they will do the same thing. If he can have a privilege to summon those people in international law, just use one of them as a scapegoat. It would be better so that they will stop insulting this man everywhere. Because even though you go to Nigeria court now, they are the same people. They will judge against him. If you can do one, or you can make one of them to international law in a whole land, it will be better that way. They should stop those things that they are doing for that country, because according to that man, that former Labour Party candidate in Anambra today, what is speaking on Rise TV, he was very right. Anarchy is around the corner. It's very, very close. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik, your question where you asked, why can't they do it to Ganduje? Efosa Igbinedion don't answer that question for comment section. Ganduje now from Arewa, Peter Obi na Igbo man. So we go to talk this thing the way it be. Whoever like me call and tribalism, now you sabi.
But the country cannot, Mr. Chris, but the countries cannot move up, we cannot work like that.
Exactly. The same Peter Obi that campaign say, don't vote for me because I be Igbo man. Don't vote for me because I'm a Christian. Yet, now that one APC they use against her. Now only one come out to Atiku wey delete the tweet when he supports Deborah. He deleted the tweet when the people come for him. Nobody referred to that thing during the campaign. But everybody they wait. If Peter Obi drink cup, you know, say an Igbo man or say I take they drink the cup, he bend and go one side. If he they dance, say I'm an Igbo man or he bend in yash go one side. That is how it is in this country. Now, so they don't make the country rich. To the extent, this man where they follow Ganduje up and down, Kwankwaso, even Kwankwaso himself talks in Nigeria never ready. Not, he said not never ready for Igbo president. That was why he was not going to be vice president to Peter Obi. What an insult!
In addition to that, let me quickly, Dr. CM. In addition to that, what is so sad about this whole thing is that the people that will even be coming or attacking someone like Peter Obi, they are his own people from the south.
Exactly.
That is what is even so sad about it. It's not like it's coming from the north. It is, even they can get someone from his own village. That is the how I don't know how to put it. We are so messed up in that country.
You know this man called Osman Bugaje. Sorry, yes. Osman Bugaje. Yes. When Ruben was interviewing him, you know what he talked? He said this tax bill, they should go and dump it in the trash can, in the dustbin. Openly. That's look at, if Peter Obi has said such things, you know what they're going to say.
In fact, all hell will have broken now.
And then the other one they call it Buba Galadima. Buba Galadima also condemned. You say what? He said they don't even look at. See the way they were talking on down Tinubu and the government. Peter Obi was even constructive, offering solution. Yet the likes of Morka won't see those people to talk to. We know what is going on, but don't worry.
Yes, all those people that you mentioned. You see all those people that you mentioned. They talked and talked and talked. None of them prefer tangible solutions, especially with this tax reform thing. None of them prefer any tangible. Peter Obi said taxation is a product of productivity. Can't they just get that? Do you need, if somebody is telling you, you said something, you said that even if it is a lie, there are some lies that you will have to accept.
Yes.
And this is not even a lie. This is a fact. This is both common sense. Taxation is a product of productivity. Period and simple.
Yes. Mr. Jonathan, thank you. That's the point of the example I gave earlier. Mr. Obi criticized tax. It provides solution. People that are just saying throw the whole thing into trash, nobody is attacking them. They are all going scot-free. But the one way profile solution, now that one, now you then they find inside. I beg.
Mr. Chris, just 10 seconds. According to what Mr. C said, you see,
quickly.
There is one of the governor in North, I forget, Mohammed something. Eda Sokoto Bauchi.
Bala Mohammed, Bauchi, Bala Mohammed.
Tinubu that Tasby can never work.
Yeah,
Dr. Chris, let me give a piece of the iceberg. Like I've told you all, thank you for giving the opportunity. Like I told you all, the Arewa are behind all this. This is a schematic they've designed on the floor. They've designed it, and they are bent on fulfilling it. That is why we must fight against this stuff. It's either they do it, it's either they compare to the new constitution, or we find our level. They own too much. We don't reach us for truth.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Black Panther. For everybody to remember, the same Bala Mohammed, when they say Fulani people, they carry gun. We don't see Bala Mohammed for television, for national television, when they say nothing wrong, say it's good, they use AK-47 to protect themselves. I beg you, may we continue. F. Emmanuel, it's good to have you on the broadcast, F. Emmanuel. Are you there?
Yeah, John Musa.
Welcome to the show. Happy New Year. Yes, and our 3 members when I tell you pass a budget for Port Harcourt now. What did happen?
That's the way to go now. Anything worse for Nigeria, we must move forward. Everything for Nigeria don't.
Oh, yeah, 3 minutes. May you fire. Happy New Year to you, and thank you for the earlier super chat. May God bless you. Thank you, sir. So continue. 3 minutes.
All right. In fact, I'm not going to say much because all the panelists have, dealt with the main facts. I just want to chip in just a small thing, But before I do that, I just want to greet everyone in the panel, starting from Mr. Jonathan Kislin. Happy New Year, sir. Then my brother, Dr. CM. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Then give us our mandate. Anyway, you are not supposed to tell Happy New Year because me and you there here. So anyway, Happy New Year. Then Domo sir, Chris Dublin. Domo. Then Abdul Malik. Happy New Year, sir. Then Alex O. Happy New Year. This is Yendeba. Black Panther. Yendeba. Happy New Year, sir.
You know, go say Domo, sir. You say I be your mate. See this man, no. You know what the meaning of Domo?
Yendeba. Black Panther. Domo, sir. Happy New Year. Then Chimeze, greet you.
Okay, Emmanuel, I salute you. You don't reach 78 years. We'll never hear from you.
My brother.
Happy New Year. Thank you very much.
Happy New Year, Mr. Eddie. Since you don't want to come back to Yankee now, you won't just stay there, they chop black soup for Nigeria alone, Abi?
Now, our country, all those satanic ethnic bigots, we don't want to make the pursue us for our country. Nobody is more Nigeria than any Nigeria.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. I agree with
country.
you. I agree with you. Happy New Year. All right. Let me just say one thing. I don't want to repeat what those things that have been talked about already. The thing is, what I find very, very worrisome in this whole Philip Morka's interview is Peter Obi came out and brought out well-structured suggestions. He didn't even think of those. He wasn't even concentrating on the suggestion any longer. Everything was just on Obi, that he has crossed the line. Okay, somebody crossed the line and yet he gave you suggestion in your government. You guys are the one in power. They have given you area of concentration. In those days in school, we could call it areas of concentration. This one is well-structured one that can help your administration. Instead of you to applaud that man, rather you are attacking his person. Morka phone, according to Mr. Evix. During this tax reform, we didn't hear your voice. What contribution have you made to the society, at least to the average Nigerian, since you became PRO? PRO is a public relation officer. How many people have you related to? Have you reached out to with respect to palliative from your own pocket? Morka, I'm calling you now, wherever you are, hear me. Morka. Peter Obi has gone round Nigeria, giving arms, helping people from his own personal sweat. Billions from state to state. Even your president has not even done that, let alone you. And here you opening your gutters, speaking gibberish. It's unfortunate, but the good thing is all eyes are on you. We are watching. The line you mentioned about the obedience have drawn the line, and we'll see how far, whether you were able to cross it. Thank you. That's all I can say. Be careful. Be careful, Morka. I know Morka phone doesn't last. Be careful. Thank you, Mr. Dublin.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. You said that small time you take talk, but I just allow you maybe to talk because I know say that 40 years old wine when I drink for Port Harcourt. Now only you know as the thing they do now for body. We continue. Thank you so much for your submission, and we really appreciate your time with us today. I make we go meet our brother Chimeze Umejako. Oga Chimeze, Happy New Year to you. You don't tell, may you open your microphone. Your people want to listen to you. Oga Chimeze.
I know my service it might not be good, but
yeah,
I greet everyone. Merry Xmas, Happy New Year, everyone. Niger Watch, Mr. Avis. I greet everyone. My brother, hey, Dr. Cian, I greet you.
Ogashimizi, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Now me and you day here. I did grand. I did for my father's compound. I see what our governor is doing. He's doing a great job. Widen all the whole roads.
Are you from Anambra?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Because the dual carriageway terminate for your father's compound. I know. The dual carriageway.
Man, in fact, it's a long journey though. Thank God for everything. I greet everyone. Mama in diaspora, Happy New Year. I greet all Niger Watch family. I greet everybody. Well, I might not say much, but I want to greet everyone and say Happy New Year. I know you guys are maybe looking for me. Where is this man? So I traveled to bury my friend, you know. I was at Imo State for 1 week before I come to my state, Anambra. So it is what it is, man. So it's so difficult somehow here, man. I never know. People are suffering so much here in Nigeria. In fact, I must say that Niger Watch. In fact, I don't know how you're doing it right here. Things are so difficult. Things are so hard. Things are so costly. It's not easy to live here in Nigeria. Oh my God. In fact, I came down here. It's like I say, wow, everything here is double. In fact, it's like I'm giving kudos to people that are living in Nigeria.
Oh,
because when you have 100,000, it's nothing.
You follow me to Nigeria, now you me. You there?
Yes, I think it's a day grad. If you, hey, I'm coming to meet you. I'm coming. I'm flying.
Come Lagos now.
I will block you at your place. Don't worry, we're gonna meet up.
Come Lagos. Go visit Tinubu.
It's called Lagos.
Yeah, I'm coming. But the APs is that APs, they deal with us, man. They deal with us.
Okay, thank
and
you.
APs deal with us.
I talk on that day. They say maybe I hate APs. I bet what's your experience?
No, APs deal with us. In fact, I cried. APs really deal with us. All of us. Could you imagine that?
Now my Igbo brother they talk so before I go change that for our head again.
Could you imagine that our flight is 2:30 in the afternoon. Later they push it to 4 o'clock. From 4 o'clock they push it to 4:30. From 4:30 they push it to after 5. You
so
see, we now flew.
I think now let
I collect. We flew. See, through and flow. My through and flow is 616,000.
Yes, it is.
616. Some is 800 through and flow. So now, getting to Owerri. When we get to Owerri, so we are waiting for our luggages. They say, oh, the luggages that are coming out is morning flight. I say, what the heck? How mileage? What are you guys telling us?
Thank
you
for sharing this. So.
I got you with the random.
Please, Mr. Chris.
No. Make no random. Please.
Not
just tell them to round up. Continue. Fire.
People we are from MM1. There's some 2 guys we are raking. In fact, we are raking and sell. Oh my! In fact, they keep everybody pick up their phone. Say, okay, we will finish a piece. Then everybody starts writing. Say, which kind of flight is this? People we are raking. I just keep quiet. Some guys say, oh, I miss something that make me to travel down to Edo State. In fact, these people, we are so even their crew member and their staff, they are panicking because people were on their neck, banging on them, hitting them so raw, bad. So let me go back what I'm saying. When we get that over there, I didn't see my back. The next thing, I go around. And they know where the airport is small, it's a small. I say, okay, where is our bag? You know what they tell us? Even they will never tell you what they're doing. They say, oh, our bag is still at Lagos. Oh my God. Say what? So I say, okay. I say the weather here, everything here is wow. It's almost after 8. People that came to the airport by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Now we end up staying at the airport till after 8. Then the flight now came. They said they put emergency flight because they are now flying on the 1st. We wait there until that flight came. With 45 passengers and our bags. We now wait after everything. My bags came out. I said, oh my God. Hey, in fact, this is horrible. I cursed them out. I said, if this way you guys are working, I say it's bad, it's no good, because why do you keep people, you know, the way we are hearing about insecurity is so night already. We all scared. Come on, AP is bigger than. In fact, I cuss them out. This is not the way. In fact, that APC, in fact, that name, they need to change because everything is zero.
Ogashim is a bit
my brother.
Your own experience, evil critical past my own. said now your own MPs, he go pay you compensation. Even though they don't pay my
Oh,
own,
but
they are not
he
forgive.
wants pass your own. They forget him bag in travel.
My
Your own, they
brother,
carry your bag.
he walk past my own because me, I see my bag go. My bag follow me reach Bini. See frustration.
Hey,
No, it's not
man,
good.
I
I
believe
like the
me,
fact that
this is not good. This is not good.
Ogashime say, you know
This
why?
is
You
not
know why?
a fly of one something.
That
A
is
fly
guys, you have
of
to
one
ask.
something.
why?
People,
You know,
we bought ticket for 300 and just to and flow is 600 and something. People paid 700 and something. Why?
Ogashime say, you dey hear me?
In fact,
the time where you dey inside that airport for 5 hours, so they wait for your flight. They give you water, make you drink.
let me tell you what happened. Because we already, in fact, people, the guys that in all of us, they are already wrecked. You know what? They are panicking. They went and brought some snacks, water, Coke. They went and brought a lot of Coke, water. I said, I can't take daddy. I said, give me water. I take water, drink. People we are taking snacks, and that is the only thing. Even when we get inside the plane, they don't even give us anything. When we going out, they give
At
us
least
a
they
package.
give you food now. It's enough now. They don't give me pounded and give me anything for there.
Which package? Which food do brother watch?
Now the food where you're supposed to give them for inside plane. Now they give them for
They
inside
don't
airport.
give you the one where you supposed to eat inside plane. They don't give you when you dey wait for your flight now. Which
God
one
will
you dey
bless
wait?
your God, Jonathan.
What do you mean? Water? Eh?
But let me say Nigeria what they give now. That's no package that they give.
Let me tell you.
Ogashime, let me say something quickly before you round up. You know why I like you for this platform? You are a very honest person. You know, especially when it comes to your own people. You know, the same IYT they look you now, still they look Oga CM. No matter how it be, Ogashime, you have done it. This is not your first time. You have done it so many times. You can't talk I be. And I like it that way. Let us you say as me talk that day now. And the second person when they talk to Denana from Edo, then Wahala don't come. You know, whereas Wahala don't come since now when the 30 people will be 99% of people complaining right now on air are Edo people. You see, I dey tell you say when
you don't balance now. You don't balance.
Exactly. I dey tell you say if we complain, no be hatred. We want to make our leaders and our elites may they do the right thing for you and I. If we not call them, they not go do them. You know me say we hate any of them, including Tinubu. Me not hate Tinubu. I not hate Atiku. I not get any reason to hate anybody. Just do what is right. You see the way everybody, both the Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, everybody they call APC. Between now to the next couple of months, you say that's what it's supposed to be. Call them out. Now your papa call them out. Thank you. Ogashime, go ahead, sir. You have 3 minutes to round up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. You know, see, please, my people, let me tell you one thing. If you are coming Nigeria, you have to get radio. Believe me. No carry small money. No carry small money. Even all this Agbero place, Hope Uzodinma place, I see everything. In fact, that one, I don't know. In fact, he's doing what he's doing over there.
Dr. CM, you hear him?
Eh?
Dr. CM, you hear him?
Finish now. Black Panther, wait, me finish, I beg.
So
You talk to everybody. You mention my name. You talk to everybody.
Oga Pastor, not because of Aburi, like you beat me for here. I know so you defend that now back to back.
That one, in fact, my eyes see something. My eyes see a lot of things. In fact, Southeast, you see that thing they are saying? There's something I saw that one baffles me. The army checkpoint, some places, they will block one side of the road. Then they use one side of the road, they will block they will block the other one side entirely. Then the upcoming will be applying one lane. Then they will still block it. Then they will pass the one coming. Then you that going, just, in fact, it's horrible. It's horrible. That one, hey, I say, oh my God. And the people here, they will still run one way to go and block those ones. And army people, they won't do nothing because they are collecting money from those commercial vehicles. They will pass those one-way people, and we that in one line maintain our lane, they won't. In fact, they won't do anything. I say, what kind of country is this? What kind of lawless country is this? Even the traffic lights, they are not paying traffic light at Owerri. Oh, my people. Kai, man, things here.
Nigeria, jaga, everything scatter.
This place, you see, this country is far before you're going to get, it's very, very far before you will get things right in this country. Thank you. Niger Watch, don't worry, I will land. All right.
Thank you, Agachi. Thank you. I think you don't finally cement with him,
Mr. Chris, can you give me 10 seconds?
Okay, Abdul Malik, quickly.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. There is something I observe, just like this situation in Nigeria currently, it affects people in Nigeria that are using local currency. When you are using international currency like pounds, euro, or dollar, it will not affect you. Example, let me show you an example, because just like last year when Buhari was there, right? $1 was 700 to 800, right? Now it comes to 1,700 to 1,800. Just like what they are buying like 1,500 or 1,000 last year. Now it comes to 2,000 or 2,500. It affects people that live in Nigeria that they don't use international currency. But when you are using international currency, it will not affect you. The economy will not affect you much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abdul Malik. It's not many times Abdul Malik asks for extra time. And so I think we've all spoken, and we'll not take those that have not had the opportunity for their second submission. Our time is fast spent, and I would like to call on, let me be very clear. Yes, I think Black Panther, 3 minutes, talk to us, your final submission. Black Panther, are you there? Okay, and we move to Dr. CM. And Dr. CM, 3 minutes, your final submission.
Okay, thank you, Chris. My final submission. Let me say, Chimezie, welcome back. At least your experience has shown that what we do here is not. We are not crying wolf. That is the meaning. We are not crying wolf. Maybe if you had listened to this Niger Watch had on APC, there is need for them to change. And then let me quickly say this. Since we've gotten two people with the same experience, Chimezie, you should file a complaint for the delay you experience. Normally, airlines will tell you if there is any complaint or feedback, give it to them back. I will advise when you're doing it, do it via email, so that you don't have to. Or if there should be, if they have an office in say in the Western world, and if there is in UK or US, you write a letter and file it to give it to them, and then so that when you are talking, when we are criticizing them here, we have evidence to show. It's terrible. To me, I may ask for a refund, and I don't know what international aviation travel agent, IATA. I don't know the international distance that covers all the airlines. I don't know what the procedure, what the rule is in terms of delay, because if they delay your flight for no reason, which is not out of your own making, it's from the service provider. If it goes beyond 30 minutes or whatever, and then if there is no major fault as a result of either weather condition or maybe they suspect an attack somewhere, if it's just due to laxity, I think you are entitled to just push it in. It will help APs again to look into the cases. Now, what I also advise APs is this: when people criticize you, it's an opportunity for you to overhaul your management. It's purely business. You can't collect money. The social contract, I mean, not social contract. When somebody exchange his or her money for a service, you have to provide the service. Because if you do not provide the service, it's like you swindle them of the money. And the service must be top notch because that is what the person is paid for. So this is an opportunity for APs to overhaul your management. Some people have to go. You have to move people across, or the way you do it. What about recruiting? I don't care whether na Chinese or Indians or Ethiopians you recruit. Recruit whoever will do the job. I don't care. Maybe you get into Nigeria, you are flying from APs from Lagos to Benin or Lagos to Owerri or to Abuja, and the air hostess, everybody there, they're all speaking one type of Swahili among themselves. You find out that they are Kenyans, but they are working for APs. I don't care. So far it moves. The pilot can come from Pakistan. The pilot can come from Australia. I don't care. What matters is the service. So this idea that maybe the meal they are going to serve could be Nigerian food, yes. But in terms of where you have to involve people, what we want is service. Please, you don't have to do all that. It must not be my brother, your brother you employ. All those things should stop. If you can't do the job, you can't get the pay. And there's no point collecting money from Nigerians, keeping them 4 or 5 hours without. In fact, the worst part of it is that if it's the white people, if they delay your train, you will be hearing an announcement and they will be expressing sorry. But in Nigeria, they just abandon you to your fate and feel that when the thing comes, yeah, help yourself. So all those nonsense should stop. That people from abroad apply peace. Then you from US and this and Nigeria watch from UK. A lot. You please don't leave it lying low. You must file a report in, find the address, email, send it, copy anybody. I wish we know the direct number of somebody top notch or Allen Onyema. You can take it to him, escalate it as much as you can, because it will help them. It is in their own interest, so that they will use this evidence and then, kick some ass or know who to move out. There's no time to waste. They have to reorganize, or else nobody will be flying APs. And then we start the campaign here, because I hate cheating. If Agbero will do pocket for me and take my money, and I enter APs and I didn't get the service, now dissenting to me, it's like you are robbed of your money. So you should ask for a refund. Let me stop here. Thank you.
Dr. Siem, thank you very much. So the trick to have a long time to talk is to talk about APs so that you can remain in the discussion.
Okay. If you say so.
Can I talk for now?
Because I don't say if I stop you now, say no, make it loud as long as I say that APs. Black Panther, we don't call you before. I beg, quickly, your final.
Hey, I did do some things. Let me leave me and not make noise.
Wait, Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan, be getting ready to round up after Black Panther to round up the discussion. Yeah.
I want to say something. Thank you very much for bringing us back. I want to say something here concerning APs. I want to ask Alex, where is Alex Oyema? And also, I want to say something here that we should go and look at when Alex Oyema was making his speech during when he was being oppressed by some mafias in the aviation system in Nigeria. And I want to slow down, and I want to slow down in approaching what is happening to APs now. I believe something is happening. Like I said yesterday, like I said when I came here, I said the aviation system there's a lot of factors, there's a lot of bodies that makes an aircraft to land. And after it landed, there are some things that will come in. There are some people that will clean the airline. There are some people that will put food in the airline. There are so many things that is involved. I will not, but I will encourage people to speak more about their own observation and let us see, because I have a red flag somewhere. And my feeling, my instinct is telling me that the mafias are at it to bring down Alex Oyema.
I bet
Because I went to
team.
no. I'm not saying I'm not talking. Wait. Listen to me.
Not the talk from both sides of our mouth.
No, not be both sides of your mouth. Wait. Not be both sides of our mouth now. You not let me go the other way now.
People want to bring people down.
No, yes, Mr. Naija, I have stayed in Nigeria enough to know when there's a red flag somewhere. Because this country, see, Nigeria is a tribalistic country. Whether you like it or not, whether you blow your whistle to heaven and earth, Nigeria is tribalistic. Everybody in Nigeria, majority of people in Nigeria thinks about their tribe before the country. So when you have a society like that, and you have the mafias from Arewa that have been in charge of the aviation system for more than 30 years. If you don't know, go and look at the director generals for aviation system in Nigeria. Go and look at it. They've taken over that place for long, and the damages have been well stated. So when they are trying to redo everything, they will want to damage it so that they will have a place to go to speak. And it is political. I'm not standing for him, but I will reserve my comment that I will speak. But I will encourage more people to speak out against the abnormalities in APC. But I will reserve my word. The very strong word I'm going to speak against Oyema, but I will reserve it. I want him to come out to speak and tell us what is going on. Because before this thing came up, he wasn't like this. He wasn't like this. Before all this thing, after the problem he had, he wasn't like this. APC was functioning well. But what happened now? What is the factor making him to crumble? And he should come out and tell the people what is happening to his airline, his local flights. Because it was not like this before. And that's the same thing happened to this airline that was flying our flag before. What's the name of the airline? Owned by a Benin man. He also experienced the same thing. Arik also experienced the same thing. It started well, but at the middle of it, Arik was doing. There was a lot of abnormality. The same thing happened to the one Naija was entered. What's the name? The one he entered. What's the name of that one? No? Aero. That's why I see Aero. They are renting aircraft all about. Something is happening. Something is happening to every airline that is trying to be top notch in Nigeria. They always dive. They nosedive. So we want to know what is making them to nosedive after having a good graph chart. All of a sudden, they'll start nosediving. They'll start having abnormalities in the administration. Everything is going down, and the aviation minister is not coming out to speak. The man that owns the company is not coming out to speak. We need to call them out so that they'll come and speak. Let us really know what is happening to the aviation system. And I want to say quickly here, to round it up, is that Kwankwaso has lost out. Obi and the PDP Oga, that is Atiku, they are locked in the major system. And I feel as I've heard some feelers that they are in already. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Black Panther. You see, the angle you came from, it's also understandable, but there's something fundamental Nigeria Watch talk. It say even as they stranded, nobody they address them. So if Nakaba no one make a peace survive, at least the customer service people go see they address them, say, okay, oh, make una no vex, so see what they happen, una no so and so. You know, the way you talk to people, there's a particular parable that there's a way you tell somebody to go to hell. Sometimes the person will actually be preparing to take the journey. You understand? So
yeah, Mr. Chris, that is why I say we should keep on speaking. There are so many things, factors that are happening. We should keep on speaking. I'm not in support of him, but I'm trying to very reserve so that I'll listen, hear from the man that owns the company itself.
Yeah, at that point of frustration where everybody gathers, so at least the service there at least nobody will still stop them with that service there. How you relate to the people that are already frustrated is also important. Well, maybe we not talk too much. Mr. Jonathan, you want to give this a wrap, please? You know, some people are just coming in. If you can touch on almost everything we've discussed, fine. But if you cannot, you're at liberty to just give the broadcast a wrap today. Mr. Jonathan. Is Mr. Jonathan available?
He's not available. We don't call the name more than 7 times, Chris.
It's okay. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this broadcast today, and today we've spent we overshot.
Now so you go to do.
Yes, we overshot the runway today.
Hello, now so you go to do.
Yes, so we overshot the runway today,
really?
And the reason we won't stay this
we
long.
We will not get our own 3 minutes.
No, you don't finish. Don't finish. Give us our mandate.
Mr. Elvis don't close the show.
Yes, so my new rules now.
It will like say the 2-3 minutes no reach Texas people. Oh. Now wow.
So we go just no that wait when we end the broadcast. Okay. Because Mr. Jonathan will respond. The people will get 3 minutes since 10 seconds. Just one word. If you not stop, I will stop you. Maybe we start from F. Emmanuel. F. Emmanuel, 10 seconds.
Domosa. We say one word.
Thank you very much. Abdul Malik, 10 seconds, because he also came late. Abdul Malik, are you there? Okay, Abdul Malik is not there. Give us our mandate.
I'm here. Sorry.
10 seconds. Okay, Abdul Malik, quickly.
Yeah, my 10 seconds.
Abdul Malik, quickly.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. My 10 seconds is this. Nigeria federal government, they should face Nigeria for our people so that the suffering will be less. Thank you.
Thank you. So give us our mandates now.
Okay.
Finally,
thank you.
10 seconds.
Well, good night. I will see you again tomorrow if that's how you want to end the show. Bye for now.
Give us our mandate. Well, thank you so much. Give us our mandate. At least we gave everybody the opportunity to have a second say. That's what this station is all about, you know. We try to be as fair as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, our time is fast spent. You all understand the new rules. We want to say thank you for being part of the show today. We cannot call all your names, but we want to appreciate
Chris, my own 10 seconds. Where my own 10 seconds?
No, okay, Alex. Hey, God, Alex, 10 seconds.
Wait, before Alex get 10 seconds, Mr. F is yes, or just go hide so I don't go hear us.
It did. Alex, 10 seconds, quickly.
Okay. Make we take laughter ends today. Tomorrow will be another great day for us.
Yeah, that's very, very instructive. Thank you for that. Give us our mandate. Once again, if you have anything to say, you can quickly just add your voice now before we close the curtain finally. Give us our mandate.
No. You said 10 seconds. I don't use my 10 seconds. So
okay.
To say again.
Okay, that's good.
Let's obey the rule.
Yeah, that's very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, we just want to thank you for being a part of this broadcast today. You know, we can't call all your names because our time is fast spent. Be that as may, we must seize an opportunity to say, Mommy Diaspora, thank you so much for everything you do. We love you to the moon. We appreciate you from the depth of our hearts. We want to say thank you, and we know you keep doing this with us. Thank you so much. Permit me to invite Mr. Anjawas to bring this to a final conclusion. If Mr. Anjawas is not there, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say good evening to you all.
Thank you, Oga Chris. I'm here. I want to appreciate you all for your time with us today. Before I will round up, I would like to quickly respond to Black Panther. Black Panther, in terms of generalization, when you started mentioning other flights, outcomes of flight will start at the end of the day, start well, and then end up in a bad way. Yes, on that one, I agree with you. But on this LP's issue, even though there's like you went on by saying we have tribal issue in Nigeria and all that, something that is too obvious, we shouldn't be casting it on blame. That is why you see somebody was asking, I don't know, asked you that question just now, that what about if maybe they are trying to frustrate LPs in Nigeria, one or two cabals that we don't know. What about the people you yourself employed, right? Just like on Nigeria was here, I have rules. And the people that come here, maybe they send you come, maybe you can't disrupt my media. Obviously, I go no. So that means if you are beating that rules, I will kick you out. Abi, not be so they don't want for you. Okay, now what are you going to tell me now that? What about the staff of APC? Now see cabals. Now see that some people now pay them for back, maybe they do it that they do Abi. People should make me know now because hypocrisy is becoming too much sometimes. I want to know. Let
me explain to you. You see, you gave your own analogy, your experience. They didn't listen to you guys. Now, Mr. Chimeze gave you an analysis. They listened to him. They even gave them some snacks and drinks to take so that they won't get too agitated or angry. You see, those are two things. Those are two situations. That is why I said there's something wrong in APC and we need the spokesman or the owner to come out to speak.
I don't have that time, sir. You are still beating around. What happened to the staff? The staff, does it mean cabals hijack them?
See, the staff, they are just staff. They obey what the boss tells them to come and speak out. So there's problem somewhere.
Okay, that means the staff they have been hijacked, right?
No, Niger Watch. I told you there's a lot of factors that brings in aircraft from the air, that takes them to the air. And the staff, they work according to the rules given to them. There's somebody controlling them. So they cannot just come out on their own to speak to you guys on the floor. That's the way the aviation is run.
So, but if you are staying 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours delay at the airport, even the person giving them instruction, obviously the person will be the manager. In every industry, you have manager, which is the head, which is the head of every employees, right? Are you telling me the are aware of what we are facing? Are you aware some of the staff were telling us to complain more? Please, we cannot talk, sir, because we'll be sacked. Please help us to complain more. Are you aware? Did you listen to my submission that day?
Yes. Yeah, I'm aware of your statement. I'm aware of all those things.
Now, cabals force those ones.
See, I am aware of all those things. That is why I said I want to go. I will listen to people that have experienced it. And their experience.
Address there.
See, I cannot address him as the airline as it is now. I can only use your point to address them. But when the spokesperson comes out, we will not know the fact on the ground. You and I will know what is going on there and why the problem was like that and why they are not coming out to speak. We have to ask questions. That is why your petition is already in.
No wahala. I agree to everybody. Thank you very much for your time with us. We're going to continue again tomorrow for where we stop. I want to appreciate you, Mr. Jonathan. Thanks for joining us today. Oga CM, thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. Abdul Malik, my brother. Oga Alex O, thank you, sir, for coming in and give us a mandate. Thank you. It looks like you're not aware of the new rules of the platform because you were shocked that we are rounding up now. Yes, we are not, except in exceptional circumstances, we are going to do that long hours. But apart from that, we are working with the normal 8 minutes and the normal 3 minutes or 4 minutes roundup. But you can only be entitled to your 8 minutes if you come in on time. But for example, the time Oga CM is giving his final 3 minutes of 4 minutes, that's the time you come in, you'll be entitled to just 3 minutes and 4 minutes, but you'll not be entitled to 8 minutes. Although Oga Chris is always kind enough to still give that 8 minutes to some of you, but normally it should be, it's just like me, I'm talking and somebody just come in and person will not like to keep people on the backstage. You will come in, but because it's my last monologue to end up the show, I might just say me talk for 1 minute, people round up. Yes. So that's what we are doing, and so that we can have enough energy rest to come back again tomorrow. As you know, we are working around the clock on this platform. It's not very, very easy. So we will think that, yes, we have to do this. As like I stated from the beginning of this broadcast, 80% or 90% of us on this platform, both panel, comment section, callers, spectators, we don't have to do this. Yes, we don't have to. But if we are doing it, we should be encouraged and be and be applauded at all times. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all, my brother Black Panther. Thank you, Oga Chris, for all that you do. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Oga F. Emmanuel. God bless you all. And God, God bless you, my people. Those of you that call in today, thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you all. And those of you that supported the channel, my team, Madam Iris Finance, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And Oga Frank Emmanuel. And God bless you now. I'm very, very, very grateful. Thank you so much, everyone, right there on the comment section. Start with Mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. Thanks for being there with us all the time. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Mother Rita. I can see you right there with us. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, Peggy Modi, Thomas, Moroji. God bless you all, my people. Grace, Hope, and Properties. Thank you, Oga Alex, Edo Pekin. Oga Pansat, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Kislo Gerahi, and many others right there. We've come to the end of the broadcast. We'll continue again for what we start by 7 p.m. tomorrow. Please endeavor to join us. And before you leave right now, please press on the like button and post to share. And for those of you coming across our channel for the first time and you're wondering what the channel is all about, the channel is a truthful channel. We say things how it is. We don't assume here. We don't lie against anybody here. We present a fact before we analyze it, as Augustine and we're talking. So that's what we do here. So if you think that you are here or you are aware of the suffering of what has been going on in Nigeria since Nigeria was created, let me put it like that, or rather since you were born and you are not happy about it, this platform is talking and calling out the Nigerian government to do the right thing. That's what we're doing. So if you are here because of that, you're in the right place. But if you are here because of ethnicism, tribalism, and satanism, you're not in the right place, because we know where you belong. Some of your people, they are on YouTube as well. Locate them. Buy fuel for your car, locate them, and go join them. You're going to carry the same flag they go. I appreciate every one of you, my people, and God bless you now. Like I said just now, we've come to the end of the broadcast, and I'll see you guys later and tomorrow. You never reach later, tomorrow, rather. Bye for now.